Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you could join us for another one of our D&D 5th edition campaigns, The Blackest Heart, another episode. Hopefully you've been watching the pre-show and seen all the info in there. But just to give you a reminder, first off, as always, shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Normally, Jacob does these, but he is running a little late right now, and he will be in probably within about an hour or so. So I will take over and just say Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. They are awesome. You guys really need to check out their website. It's criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. Pretty easy, just all one word. And use TOGG15, TOGG15 at checkout to get 15% off. And they've got dice bags, a whole bunch of stuff. Which, speaking of which, tonight is the last two giveaways that we are doing. Our first one is a regular giveaway, where we are giving away, right here, the official TOGG dice bag, as well as a set of beautiful metal dice from Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. That is open to everyone. The second, and oh, look at that. We already got a DM advantage. Nice, thank you.
Ew.
Welcome.
That is awesome. All right. So we already have DM advantage, and we have advantage for for pretty much everybody here. We've got for Zeroth, for Jacob, for Diana, and for Eurydice. And then that was a thank you for the DM advantage as well. But as I was saying, we've got two giveaways. That first one is open to everyone. The second one is subscribers only with a caveat. The caveat is it's kind of too late for it now, but we mentioned it last stream and had it on the pre-show video for the last stream, that if you mailed in a 3x5 card in a number 10 envelope, handwrit, using your Twitch name, your email, and all that, and send that into us to our P.O. box, then you could be entered in without being a subscriber, because in accordance with U.S. laws, we have to provide a no purchase necessary method of entry, which we did. I did check that P.O. box today, actually just about 2 hours ago, which the mail would have come in by then, and there were no entries that had arrived, so it is going to be just the subscribers then, since no one else entered through the alternate method. But for that one, it will again be the official TOGG dice bag, the dice, as well as a PDF copy of the one-shot that I created and ran for the players a few months back, as well as a $100 credit on Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, so that you can buy whatever you want on there up to that dollar amount. All right. I think that's it for announcements, unless anybody has anything else.
Not today.
No? All right. In that case, without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. All right, and we are back. Okay. So, for where we left off last time, you had all arrived to a cryptic location that you found by solving a riddle that was given to Rogar. That riddle was basically a test given to him by a member of the Path, as Rogar had shown interest in becoming a member, and he was being tested for it. So you all arrived with Zeroth and Jacob kind of hanging back a bit, and I actually don't see Zeroth's miniature on the board, so let me grab that real quick.
Which map are you on?
I am on, here, I will do this, yoink, summon players to this board, because that is a new thing you can do. So
I was wondering why I wasn't loading.
Alright, there we go. It should have everyone who is in Tailspire in there. Yep. Okay, so you guys are now on the board, but you have just arrived and Rogar kind of stepped out with Diana, who, this is actually Diana right here.
Diana is Tiny Foxo just hiding against the ground.
Exactly. And you know, let me just check something. I don't think we've got one in...
Can you make me invisible?
Well, you're not invisible. You're just a fox. So...
Yeah, but I'm like hiding behind things.
Ah, here we go. See this?
I'm technically out of view.
Alright, so...
No, it's still loading.
And...
Oh, I see it. It's a puppy. It's a dog. It's a
What kind of puppo?
It's a small puppo that you're gonna use for the fox. Oh, it's a wolf.
Wolf and Miniot.
Yep.
Morph.
There.
No,
God, this thing is taking
And
forever to load. Please
we'll
bear
give
with
it a
me.
name.
Did we bring
There you go. And then I'll move your...
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we brought Fayella with us.
Fayella. I don't know where I
No.
got Faffiella. That was
Faffiella?
Paella? What?
Falafel?
I mean, nightmare.
Yes, Klein, that's
Carter.
exactly what I did, Klein. Wolf took a wolf and then miniaturized it. So, there you go. There's Diana in her fox
It is
form.
taking so long to load.
It'll get there.
That's why
I'm
love
trying.
my giant PC that just
Yes.
does
So-
things.
Anyway, you had just kind of stepped out into view, and Diana was kind of hanging out around behind your feet, you know, kind of hiding behind you.
And I was like right here.
And you were like, yep, Eurydice was kind of right behind at an angle, mostly obscured by Rogar being in the way there with his armor and everything. He's, you know, kind of bulky and big and powerful. And back here, about a good 60, 65 feet away is the person that you had gotten the riddle from, Rogar. And he had said, hey, you made it. Come on up. Now, you've passed the first test. Now for the second test, where he says, here, and basically forcibly grabs a kobold from kind of out down one of the alleyways to the side, drags him into this main area that is open, kind of throws him down a little bit and says, this one has been giving up information that it shouldn't. Kill it. Make an example. And make it entertaining. And that is where we left off.
Eurydice is gonna let a little energy, you know, like magic stuff crackle in her hands, and she's gonna look at Rogar and say, "Why don't we make him dance?"
Make him damp and then kill him.
Diana's just over here like, guys, why?
You have the magic capability to make people dance.
Eurydice is gonna do an
it's
Eldritch
finally
blast. Do an Eldritch blast at its feet.
Oh.
Okay.
And I have an insane range for that spell.
Oh yeah,
so.
that's like 120 feet or more or something.
No,
like
I've
that.
got 300 feet.
Oh, you've got
for it.
300. Nice. So yeah, you can definitely do that. I'd say roll an attack since you're trying to hit a specific square down near its feet without actually hitting it.
22.
Oh yeah, you easily hit the targeted square, which would be basically right in front of its feet, and it just starts jumping and moving, and it's dancing around trying to avoid the Eldritch Blast sparks that slammed right into the ground in front of it.
And then Eurydice is going to step out from behind Rogar and kind of just go in and be like, hey, I heard there was a party. And I heard you guys
Told
had some
I was gonna bring
openings.
friends. Yeah, this is my friend.
Question.
Interesting. Well, 2-on-1 isn't very entertaining. So let's do this. And he pulls out a short sword and he throws it down at the kobold's feet and says, "Be a little sporting about it. Now you have a weapon. Defend yourself." And he kicks it, forcing it, forward a few more feet. And it kind of is looking at you guys who, let's change the direction of you so we can see everybody here. So he sees you guys down there, and he says, "Go on now." And the kobold just kind of shakily makes his way one step at a time. And he stops.
Oh my god.
About 20 feet away from where Eurydice is standing. And Rogar.
But
everything
went black.
Uh-oh. Well,
Yeah.
Rogar, do you want to move up? I can move you until.
Yeah, I would have moved.
Okay, so you and Eurydice are probably standing next to each other there.
Yeah.
Can I try to smell how many people, aside from us, that are around?
Roll perception.
$24.
24. You would say there's probably in the area, probably about 30 people. You're assuming some of them are in these houses here around. You're not sure how, who's who, but you also smell some very good cooking coming from a house to your left. And you can also, besides smelling with that perception roll, let's say you can also hear there's, some people in there that are obviously eating dinner, because you can hear kind of the click clack of utensils and metal plates and stuff like that. And you figure that there's probably quite a few people around. It's hard to discern exactly where they are, because this is a city and there are so many smells of humanoids all over the place. Now, as that kobold gets about 15-20 feet away from you, he kind of looks at you guys, and he looks down at his short sword, and he looks at the two of you standing there, and he's like, I don't want to do this.
Eurydice is going to do another Eldritch Blast at his feet.
Okay, at this range, I'm going to say you don't even need to roll to hit the ground there. And so, as he jumps and twirls, trying to avoid it again.
And then I'm going to do one to actually try and hit him.
Oh.
Okay.
No!
All right.
I guess at this point I would start walking towards to hit.
19 to hit.
Okay, well, that will definitely hit. So what I'm going to say is if you're attacking, we're going to go into initiative.
Also, it was 6 damage.
Okay. So
16.
let me do this real quick on him.
I can see off the stream.
Okay.
Alright,
And
-1.
everyone roll initiative, please.
10.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make it do... Never mind, fuck it, I'm just using D&D.
That's fine.
Rogar got a
22.
0.
21.
22 and 21 and 0. Okay, so Zeroth got a 22. Diana, well, I'm even going to put your little, as Diana in fox form, a 21.
I get rid of the dice on the screen without using it.
You have to
Because it just now loaded.
You right click on it, and then it should go away. You should have the option to make it go away.
No, there's going to be a dice on the board and I don't know where it went.
Don't
It
worry.
would have been a 21 anyway, because +2.
Yeah. Don't worry, I can clear it. I can clear it in a second anyway.
Thank you.
I wish I could.
All right, so
Cool.
The poor kobold.
He's gonna.
It'll be dead by my turn. It's okay. I didn't kill it.
Which his initiative is that? Okay, so and
Kobold.
go up on the initiative, you.
Now.
Yes.
Damn me for rolling 0. Well, 1.
Ah, it's not playing nice.
I'm
There
so
we
far
go.
away from you
Okay.
guys.
I mean, the plan I think was just for y'all to hang out.
And wait in case you were absolutely needed. So okay.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Right now.
That's the name.
All right. So Zeroth, you are first. If you want to go and try to run up and do something, you may. So just let me know.
I think I'm gonna sit tight for the moment.
Okay. So Diana in fox form, you are up.
That name.
There's nothing I can. How close is Zeroth to me where I'm at? Because I'm hiding around the little corner, but I can still see them.
Yeah, he is 5 feet away from you. He's basically standing.
Okay,
right
so
next to
he
you.
is actually right there. Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
turn to Zeroth, and I'm gonna like paw at my nose, and then on the ground with my front paw write a 3 and then a 0.
Okay, that's what you see. You see a little fox kind of, paws at you, gets your attention, then goes like this, and then touches the ground, and then draws out 3-0.
I don't understand.
Do you want to do anything else on your turn, Diana? I would consider that kind of an action. You still can move and do some kind of bonus action if you wish.
Can he roll for animal handling to see if he can figure out what I'm saying? Or can
Actually,
I just like
roll straight intelligence there, Zeroth.
All right. And
You broke up there. What was that you got?
9.
9. Okay, so with that roll, the fox is trying to tell you that something dealing with 30. You're not sure exactly what, but something about that number is important.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not good at charades, guys.
All right, Eurydice,
Especially in fox form.
you are up again.
Eurydice is gonna walk up to the little guy, and she's just gonna stab him.
Okay. Go
Say
ahead and
something for
roll
me.
your attack.
25 to hit, and because Rogar is 5 feet, does that
Yep.
mean I get my?
Yes. Yes, you do.
I
Oh
don't
my
need to
God.
inflict wounds very hard. This dude is going down. Damn. I was gonna try to heal him as he fell, but I don't know if he's gonna make it.
19 damage.
God damn.
Okay, and so he uses a reaction.
Oh.
And it doesn't seem like it hurt as much as you thought it would.
I was using my packed weapon, which I believe isn't that considered magical?
Yep, but it still doesn't seem to have hurt him as much as you thought it would. That
Okay.
attack. He seemed to dodge more nimbly than you thought he could.
Oh, he's a rogue. Uncanny
Little
dodge.
bastard.
That was your action. You still have bonus action and movement.
I'm gonna do an insight check on him. Wait, no, never mind.
That's usually an action to do.
No, it's
like
for my insightful fighting thing, which is a bonus action.
that. Yep. Okay, for that thing, yes.
So, 12.
Okay, and what does that one do again? Remind me.
As a bonus action, you can make an insight check against against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check.
Okay.
If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against the target, even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay. And what did you have total?
12.
Okay. You're not sure about this guy.
Okay.
He's a little different. And that would be your turn unless you wish to move.
No, I'm good.
Okay. It is now Flurp's turn.
Yarp!
Flurp.
Yes.
Well, now. It's an ugly name.
And instead of attacking you, he takes his sword and he throws it down. Drops to his knees. Grabs his hands like this and like, please, don't kill Flurp, please. I do anything, but don't kill me.
Aw, he's adorable. Let's kill him.
What those little bastards doing?
And that's his turn. It is now your turn, Rogar.
Kill him.
Oh, I mean, I'll do my best to kill him.
No.
I'll look at my hands as my dark flames wrap around it, and I will go to reach out for his throat and go to and cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
Sorry, Koboldo.
All right. So is that that's an attack roll for that one, right?
Attack roll,
All
yeah.
right. Did you just get a 1?
No.
You got a 20, didn't you?
I got a nat 20. I was using a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, all the dice are
died.
doubled.
At least Klein's on my side.
I was thinking he was using the grovel thing, so I was like, I roll with disadvantage. Oh, no. Okay. So 27 to hit.
Well, yeah, that hits. I mean...
Yeah.
Okay. I need a 10d10. It's gonna look down, roll. Oh, they're just rolling all over the screen. Oh, well, I mean, I got a little bit more than normal damage. I got 51.
Holy
Sorry,
shit.
Flurp.
Mm,
Sorry, Flurp.
I can't even make it go that low. There. Okay, so at negative 27 hit points,
Oh, it's still alive?
No, he's at negative 27 hit points. He basically, as you reach out and grab him, this like black light kind of, how we described it before, kind of this light mixed with dark swirling energy flows from your arm, through your hand, around his throat, through his body, and it's almost as if he just collapses inward on himself, like all of the essence was just completely vaporized on the inside, and his skin just it like almost like instant mummification, it seems like, as you're now holding this husk of a creature in your hand.
Well,
Eurydice looks at Rogar and she's like, impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I just throw his dead body behind me. Honestly, the original plan, I was going to cast Healing Light on it. But I was like, oh, that hurt. Oh, poor
And
dude. I'm so sorry.
this one steps up. And he looks right at you, Rogar. And we are out of initiative, by the way.
Oh, cool.
He looks at
Brave Flurp.
He looks at Rogar, and he says,
Yeah, what's up?
"My, wish it could have lasted a bit longer, been a bit more entertaining that way, but very efficient." And he looks over at Eurydice and says, "Not bad. You have some skill. We could use some like you guys."
She just looks at him. She's like, some skill.
I mean, my friend has a lot of skill. I don't know. Whenever I attack creatures that haven't attacked me for some odd reason, I obliterate them.
Interesting.
Shouldn't have groveled.
Well, I suppose
Say that all Zeroth and Jacob are seeing is just this poor fox just curled up as small as she can get with her ears folded back, just like trying so hard not to whimper.
Zeroth's still trying to figure out what 3-0 means.
Do you not know numbers?
Were you trying to ask me move 30 feet? Because I move 50 feet.
No!
Oh.
Touching the nose means she smells something.
Okay.
Damn. He definitely
Yeah,
didn't get that.
she was saying, "Please move 30 feet away, you smell."
Oof.
I washed the owl blood off me as best I could.
Would Jacob understand what she's saying?
Yes, he probably would. And he would then, over the course of the 6 seconds that this lasted, be attempting to explain to Zeroth that, she means that she smelled there's like 30 people around us.
Gotcha. I haven't been with you long enough to understand fox mimicry.
Little Kobold didn't stand a chance.
No.
Just the moment I saw a little
This
thing.
is the Daddy Kobold!
I was like, oh, I have a cool idea. I was gonna throw his dead body behind me, cast Healing Light at the same time. Be like, bloody dead.
You destroy. If you hadn't had done so much freaking damage, I would have allowed for the possibility of like death saves on him. But no, you obliterated him. There's no coming back from that.
Oh!
So
Damn.
yeah, I mean almost. Let's see, what was he at? That almost did double his remaining hit points, which is instant death. So it was close enough. I was like, yeah, no, he's done. But this gentleman, he looks at both of you and he says, "We definitely could use some like you two. So, how about it? Interested?"
Eurydice kind of like looks at her nails like she's disinterested, and she's like, "What's the pay like? Do we have dental?"
Cool. You're worried about dental?
Teeth are expensive, man.
I mean, you will have a point there.
No, they're not. As he pulls out a little bag, shakes it around.
Oh.
Keeping your own teeth is the expensive part.
Yeah.
No, he's tosses it to one bag to you, Eurydice. Grabs another.
And Eurydice just drops it. She's like, "No, thank you. I don't want the teeth."
Tosses. They're not. He says, "What are you even talking about?"
I don't know, but was that teeth or money?
Money.
Okay, and Eurydice is like,
They're not.
Probably shouldn't jump to conclusions. 'Cause- 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 'cause
we have more than enough to pay for that.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I love money.
How much money did we get?
You gonna look in and try to count it real quick?
Yeah.
Looks like 100 gold each.
Oh my god. Hey, I made my quota. Oh, I got 41 gold to spare.
It's like,
Diana,
that's just a teaser. If you want the real money, you'll meet us tomorrow night. Come down to the warehouse.
question.
It's kind of a final test. You'll know which one if you look. It shouldn't be too hard for those like you two.
What kind of test?
To find it. To find which one.
What?
Like I said, you've
It's
already
the biggest warehouse, isn't it? Doesn't it have like an underground structure?
You'll just have to come and see.
That's why I carry her around.
Jen.
She's real smart.
No, I just know what questions to ask certain people.
Okay, what's your question?
Can Diana try to peek around the corner to get a good look at the face of the guy they're talking to?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll perception, just to see if you can pick out, exact features and stuff. If you're trying to get a good look at him.
22.
Oh yeah. He's even though he's on the other side of Rogar from you. He's kind of moving and addressing Eurydice and Rogar back and forth, and there's enough movement that if you're standing there watching for a little while, you get enough of a view of his face. You're pretty sure that you could pick it out of a crowd or describe it to someone, things like that.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Can she try to memorize his scent if she's focusing on it?
With that perception roll, I would say you're too far away for that. In order to really memorize a person's scent, you need to be familiar with them and be able to be like right up on them and get their scent. So if you wanted to try to move up and like sniff him directly close, like a dog would have to, like sniff, someone's t-shirt before they could go and track them down. Yeah.
Diana,
you'd have to do
very, while they're talking. So this is during the course of while they're going back and forth with the questions and the gold and stuff. Diana's actually going to go behind Jacob's legs where she knows her stuff is under his cloak, pull down the gold tie that she just slides on and off of her arm, slip it around her neck, and then skitter over towards Rogar's legs like a trained dog.
Okay. While you're getting that tie and everything and trying to get it around your neck, Zeroth, you see Diana in fox form looking like she's trying to get this weird, like a tie, like almost like a leash of some kind, with not really a collar, but more a loop on the end. She's trying to, get her nose into the center of it and trying to wiggle her head through. You can help if you want. And while you are working on doing that, Rogar, you said you had a question for him.
Yes.
No.
Can I get some sort of just written document by you maybe, just so I can have it written down? I'm not the super brightest out of the group, but I'm more of a kill person than a brain person.
I'm the brains.
Yeah.
He's the brawn.
What is it you want written down?
Can you just write what you said? I've already forgotten.
He looks over at Eurydice. So you say you're the brains? You remember what I told you?
Yep, go to the warehouse tomorrow night.
Good enough. Just stick with your friend.
She's sneaky. I'll try.
Okay. So, Diana, you are working on that. Zeroth, you see her doing that. You can help her if you wish.
Yeah.
She's gonna respond to Rogar yeah, I may stab you. Try and follow me. like she's jokingly. Jokingly,
See what I
yeah.
need, sir? I need a note. She's gonna stab me now. I mean, I don't know if she's gonna land the hit, but this armor's very tough.
She'll jab him with her elbow.
Oh, stop it. You hit my armor.
All right. So, Zerath, you said you helped Diana?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you finally get this this lead on, and you attempt to scamper over to Rogar's feet. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just going straight up?
And she's just gonna scamper and she's gonna sit like right between his feet the way a trained dog would.
This is my puppy nightmare too. I have another one back at home. I train dogs on the side.
That's not a dog. It's a little fox.
It's not?
Yeah, let him
Oh.
believe it's a dog. He's an idiot, so you know.
I've been training this fox as a dog this whole time. I've never even noticed. Okay, your new
Now am
name
I close
is.
enough to smell him?
Yes, you are. I'd say, again, you're going to need to roll perception
Okay.
in order to try to, capture this scent.
I got a 24.
People.
Okay.
Perception is one of the things I'm really good at.
Yes. All right. He even actually leans down and kind of pets you. You know, gives you a couple scritches behind the ear and says, Yeah, maybe you... Yeah. That could be a useful
Wolf dog.
skill if you can train animals like that.
I don't know how I do it. They just love me.
Very well.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow night. And
Sure.
he basically... It's almost as if he disappeared from view. You didn't see him... he didn't, like, vanish into thin air. But, and in fact, let me do this, because it would be... let's just go with...
Was it like a misty step or something?
It was... You're not exactly sure what happened. You just know that he was there. There's a lot of shadows around. He took a couple steps backward into some of the shadows, and then it's like he wasn't even... Like he didn't even exist.
Smell him though?
Hmm?
Could I still smell him though?
You can smell the lingering scent of him.
So it's like he went through a back door.
It's like he was just very, very, very sneaky.
Could I
So
roll a
can-
history check? Because I've
can I
worked with...
close Tailspire now?
Yes, you can choose to close Tailspire now if you so desire. It may come up again, though, later on, depending on what you
It's-
guys do.
Between Tailspire, Discord, Twitch, D&D Beyond, my computer's kind of like, why are you killing me?
My computer's just like,
Yeah.
why isn't this loading anymore? Oh, it crashed. That's why.
That's
It crashed a while ago. I just never noticed.
All right, so he's gone.
I was gonna ask, do I get the feeling that he's a rogue? Because I've worked with a lot of rogues.
Yeah, both you and Eurydice, especially Eurydice, you'd be able to tell some of the mannerisms and the way he carries himself, his stance and everything. You figure that he's probably a pretty skilled rogue, especially the way he was able to just kind of disappear like that, almost before your eyes. Just slip into the shadows and gone. You also noticed that the blades that he carried on his hips were daggers, but they were more like needle in shape, like long, thin, and just razor sharp.
Okay.
You figure that. Yeah, this is the guy that they probably call when they want someone dead and no one to know. He's one of those types.
Yeah. He's one of those rogues.
Why? I mean, a good enemy. I get confused. I will turn to the party and be like, we need to go so I can talk to y'all.
And, Eurydice will follow.
All right. So, where do you guys go? Do you go back to your hotel?
One little elf girl.
So, Diana, when they're alone again and whatnot, she'll turn back with her stuff. And she'll look over at Zeroth and go, "Do you not understand what it means when somebody brushes their nose?"
No.
No, I don't either.
And she's gonna turn to Eurydice, and she's gonna go, "If I do this," and she'll brush her nose, and then on the ground write a 3 and a 0. She's gonna like, "What do you think that means?"
Your nose has been itching 30 times.
You're all
30
idiots.
minutes. It's not obvious.
It's very not. What are you trying to do?
I see my dog do this all the time. He's scratching his freaking nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you have a dog as well?
Back home.
Ah, okay. I have a dog in the room.
It means I can smell 30 people.
Oh,
Well,
see, if you weren't
now we
scratching your
know that.
nose,
If you would
I
let
would've-
us know beforehand.
At least Jacob understood what I was saying.
You love each other for how long? Of course you fucking understand each other.
Why are all of you bent on this?
Because it's obvious.
I mean, I don't
Nothing is
like love,
obvious.
but it is obvious. I don't even believe in love, but it's obvious.
How do you know what it is then?
I loved my mother, but she died before I knew her.
So how do you know you're not confusing it for family love?
Do you family love him? Do you?
We've been at each other's sides for about 2 years. If I didn't have any form of affection for him by this point, then clearly...
This
But that
sounds
doesn't
like
mean I'm
you're
in love
Either
with
he's
him.
in your friend zone, but you cling to him very closely,
Somewhere
or
far
you're
away.
just rejecting your feelings for him,
10 miles.
and neither one of you want to admit it.
I'm sorry, but if I had a partner and they were alive, and yeah, I would do that. What you do, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. This is very confusing.
But you
But
just said
anyway.
you don't know how to love.
I do. I mean, I can take a wild guess.
Where to go?
I don't know. It seems like a safe
tingly
bet.
feeling inside.
Oh, so like when I kill people. No, I'm
Yes.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's actually
I
the
feel
same
pretty
rush.
bad. Oh. Oh,
Am I
maybe
the
am
only
able to love.
sane one? And I turn into an animal!
That is pretty
Well,
interesting.
just because you turn into an
into
animal doesn't mean you have to be sane.
Can I turn into an animal? Let me see. I know I can't, but let me just think really hard. No, I cannot.
Clyde, no!
But
No.
I was really hoping for a document from the person. I'm a forger. I could have made some extra documents, but it's okay. You don't know me.
The point is, I at least have his scent memorized, so when we go down there, I can try to pinpoint where he went. If he's the one doing all of the recruiting, he has to have some kind of close contact to the boss of this branch, right?
I can't believe I called you a dog.
I can't believe
No.
you called me a dog.
I
You're
just
an
thought
idiot.
of
Like,
nightmare.
do you
and I
see
couldn't
this
think of
tail?
anything.
I am not a dog!
I could not think of any other creature. Foxes did not jump out to me. The first thing I think of is a dog.
fluffy, and I am cute, and I am orange.
Nightmare
Some
is
dogs are
very
orange.
cute. Nightmare's extremely cute when he gets angry.
You didn't deny that I was cute and fluffy, though.
I mean, you're fluffy, yes.
I'm
Cute
talking
is
in
a
like
very
a
weird
physical.
word.
I'm not talking like in a physically attracted to me kind of way. I'm talking like I am just cute.
Oh, when you're in your fox form, yes, cute, very cute. I
take
don't
it.
like people. I'm sorry. I can tolerate a
I'll
lot
take
more
it.
animals. At least I know when they're going to betray me.
All
That's
right.
really depressing, but I understand.
Kudos.
All right, so you guys make it back to the hotel after this evening's encounter. And it's, later in the evening. It's dark out at the outside, and it's about time to settle in for the night. But you may, if you have anything to do this evening before bed, go ahead and do so.
So I have a spell I did not even realize. But like one of the items is a tear inside of a crystal vial worth 300 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have that?
What spell is that? You haven't ever cast that one before, have you?
It's a summon shadow spirit.
Okay, I assume that, when you first get a spell that you initially have the components until you've used it the first time. If it is a spell with a listed item or listed cost for the material item that is, not cheap, then you do need to subtract the money for it.
300 gold cheap.
No.
Okay,
No,
I'll take it out of my bank account.
I'd say anything like, 10 gold or less is... Yeah, no, you don't have to pay for the first time, is what I'm saying.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't say it consumes it. That's why I was like, oh.
Right. Okay, well...
I just need it. Yeah, so I'll wait to use that spell until I have more money.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything that they want to accomplish before bed?
Yes, actually, Diana is going to do more work with that stupid music sheet.
Okay.
However, she is also, she's actually going to try the meditative thing again with the stone.
Okay. And who else is... who's in what room? You do have 2 rooms. Who's in what room right now?
I would say I'm in my room that I purchased.
Mm-hmm. Oh, your camera's
I'm not in that
off,
room.
too, by the way.
But yeah, the way the way Diana was gonna sit is she was gonna have her hands locked together like this with the stone between them, so that way it was like stuck in her hands.
Okay, well, remember you're assuming that the stone itself, you're looking at it as the size of a golf ball, the way you're kind of describing it. The way it is wrapped up in this thing, in that protective cloth that wrapped around it, and the size of it to begin with, you're looking more like a softball, not a golf ball.
Fine. You can still...
Right. But just so you get an idea of the size.
No, that's fine.
Which is one reason I should have mentioned that before. When
Yeah, nobody told me.
Yeah, when Fayella tried to get it, you probably wouldn't be hiding it in your brassiere, because then you'd look like the 3-breasted one from...
No. Here's the thing. You can
From
hide a
Total
lot in your
Recall.
boobs if you know how to put them to the side correctly.
Not a softball.
Wanna bet?
You got a lump.
Yeah, it might look like you need a mammogram or something. I think you might have a
Because
lump
I
there,
have
ma'am.
managed to hide a lighter, a set of keys, a phone, and a wallet all in one spot within my bra, and nobody ever noticed.
Yes, but a softball is big and round. Half those items are flat or small.
Not if you've seen my wallet.
Still, compared to a softball, that is even the thickest wallet. So
Looks so good.
anyway, so yeah, you're meditating with.
Eurydice is in the same room as Diana, and she's just kind of like looking at her, and she's just like eating like something. She's just like eating like popcorn, just watching, but like really confused at like why Diana is doing this, and she wants to ask questions, but she.
Oh, you can ask questions.
Okay, Eurydice is gonna ask Diana, "What the hell is that rock? Seriously."
The best way I can describe it, based on what I know, is if people touch it, they die instantly, and then according to an old party member we knew, the last time somebody touched it, it summoned a bunch of demons.
Cool.
So, we're trying to collect all of the pieces, because this is only a fraction of it, because apparently they had nightmares saying they needed to collect all the pieces to destroy it, or something.
And what happens if you put it all together?
Nobody's told us?
That seems like it's something you'd want to tell someone.
You would think! I've asked this question multiple times and nobody ever has an answer. Anyway, the point is, according to a previous member, whoever carries a piece of the stone is then bound to them based on what they explained. So, if it's bound to me, I'm hoping I can either figure out what it is, or I can try to follow and see if the pieces are linked together, if that makes sense. And maybe one piece can tell me where others are.
Makes sense.
But I only recently learned the whole meditation thing, so if I suddenly start ignoring you, I apologize in advance.
No, you're fine.
Alright, so you're going to attempt to meditate again?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and make your rolls for that.
I don't know what I'm supposed to roll.
I'm trying to remember.
remember.
I'm trying to remember what I had you guys
Was
roll
it
before.
Arcana, or was it...
No, I think it was Insight. Because you're trying to look...
Okay.
You're trying
That's
to look
fine, I have advantage
Yeah.
on that naturally, so I
Yeah.
can roll that twice.
Yep. But I think it's Insight for you guys, because you're trying to intuit your inner self
I got a
and
nat
things like
20.
that. Well, that definitely helps.
I got a 25 in total.
Right. So, alright. Alright. Before we get into any of that, yes, go ahead there. You were deceased.
When Diana tells Eurydice about the stones, does she get any weird feeling? Like...
Not yet. Hold your horses.
Okay.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Alright, before we get to your meditation there, Diana, does anyone else have anything else that they want to do before they, settle in for the night? Zeroth, anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Rogar, anything else?
I'll be in the other room.
Okay.
I'll cast a Primal Infusion and turn Nightmare into the direwolf form again.
Okay.
And be
Okay.
like, okay, you listen now. We don't use daggers. You use your fangs. You're big now.
Okay. He licks you.
I'm glad we understand.
Them.
Okay, I will go purchase you daggers soon. Damn it.
Well, you should purchase him a short sword then, because
I get modified dagger.
The handle of it perfectly molded to fit in his teeth.
I will say one thing about Nightmare when he transforms, he does get the I thought it was pretty cool. Like he gets the symbol of that matches my shoulder on his
Oh.
forehead.
Aw.
Interesting. Okay, that's
Yeah, I
that,
look
that
like-
is very
yeah.
cool.
I was like,
Alright.
I'll force it in there. But yeah, and then other than that, we'll just have fun.
Okay.
Seeing a dog just playing around.
All right. So, and then eventually, you either head off to sleep, or meditating, or if you're an elf, to your elf trance-like state. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just start in the order of the videos on the Discord call. So, Zeroth,
Yes.
as you are sleeping, you start to dream.
Okay.
As one does.
Yes, you dream of snowy mountains, familiar, cold, crisp, clean air.
Zeroth
This is-
dreaming of this?
Yes,
Okay, just want to make sure.
this is home. This is where you grew up. And you feel at peace. But then your dream, you start to see flashes of violence, of fighting, and visions of the night of the attack on your tribe, where your brother went missing, start flooding into your mind. You see flashes here and there of one of the tribe members going down. You see your brother fighting valiantly, and then getting hit hard, and seem to tumble off the side of one of the cliffs. You see your parents drag you away. And then it goes black for a little bit. Your vision starts to clear again into another place. This place, you once again see your brother. But this time, he is standing tall and proud. And he's alive. And you are there before him, and as you look at yourself, you are as you are now, grown. And your brother stands before you and puts his hand on your shoulder. And he says, "You came to find me."
I did.
I missed you.
I knew you weren't dead.
Don't give up hope. I'm harder to kill than one would suspect. And he kind of cuffs you across the side of the head. And he says, "Now wake up." And it goes to black. Okay. Next screen is Diana. As you are...
Just hands over.
Yep, as you are meditating. As you focus on yourself and on the stone, you start to feel a connection inside yourself. Not with the stone, but with a part of you that you remember from childhood. But it's something that you shut down purposely, but then kind of hid in the back of your mind and tried to avoid thinking about. Because to think about home was to think about loss. The fact that you're not there. That woman, your mother, is in charge. That it's her fault that you are gone. And were she to know you were alive, things would be very bad. So you shut down the painful memories of your father.
If you bring my dad into this, I will start crying.
You start to think of him. And even in your meditative state, you do feel tears running down your cheeks, as you haven't let yourself focus on him for so long. because those happy memories of childhood with him, thanks to what happened to you and the evilness of your mother and how she's treated you and exiled you and you know, wished for your death, have tainted them and caused them to be painful. But you allow yourself to embrace them this time. And you hear his voice, briefly, as he says, "My sweet Diana, don't have fear. You are more than good enough for the challenges ahead. Trust in your companions. Trust in those you love. And everything will be all right." And as his voice kind of fades into the distance on that last sentence, you feel, even with the tears coming down your face, a smile touch your lips.
One thing I will say is she would actually start begging him to not go.
And as she tries to do that, the voice just continues to fade away. As if but a whisper on the wind, something you can't quite grab and hold on to.
Twitchy pup.
And that is what happens during your meditation. Eurydice,
Uh-oh.
you are next. Now, as you enter your meditative trance that you elves want to do,
Mm-hmm.
you seem to be in there for but a moment, and a familiar presence hovers over you, and you hear, "Wake up, child."
Oh god, don't do that voice.
Well, she obviously wakes up.
And you see before you, in this room that is all but pitch black with the exception of a small lantern that is turned way down, and you see Diana meditating over in the corner. I assume Jacob is in this room as well, most likely. Probably sleeping. Harim perched on top of the headboard of the bed, sleeping. And you see in the dark shadows of the room a shadow that is darker than the rest. And you know who this is.
Hi, Fraz. How are you doing, bud? She's very nervous.
I saw something I want.
Did you now? How can I get it for you, friend? What do you need?
I need that. And the shadow stretches out, with no form other than shadow itself, to creep along the floor as what looks like a hand with a clawed finger alights upon the stone in Diana's hand, just this shadow. And he says, "And there are more. I want them all."
Okay. Sure. I'll get them for you as fast as I can. It might take a little while, but yeah.
Good. As fast as you can.
Got it.
And then the shadow seeps back into that dark corner, and then seems to be regular shadow anymore. It's not as dark. And you feel a weight that you weren't sure was there kind of lift off your shoulders, just like an oppressive force. It's gone for the moment. And that is your evening. Rogar. As you fall asleep, how long is your primal infusion lasting again? At this, what level did you cast it at?
Oh wait, technically I casted it at level 3 because that's the only spell slot that I have.
Yep. So it should be double the base time for this one.
Yes, it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. And were you up with Nightmare that whole 10 minutes just kind of playing around?
Yeah. Get the fun out. We're war people now.
Okay. And when you finally go to sleep, Nightmare jumps up on the bed and lays down at the foot of the bed by your feet. And as you drift off, you start to see visions in your mind. Visions of the cuts and the war. Blood, death, battle. That fateful day when your father fell. And when you first felt that touch of power that you didn't know was within you. Time then seems to skip past. And it moves towards a singular vision in your mind. It's your family's estate. And the estates around. You seem to be floating in the air above, seeing all the lands around what was your home and what you hope to someday take back as your kingdom and make better for all. But it is in flames. Everything is in flames. People are running, screaming. Smoke is filling the air. You don't see any war machines, no catapults, no ballista, no troops, but everywhere is in flames. And you hear what sounds like a rumbling on the horizon. Very loud and low, a deep bass. It draws your attention away from your home, away from your kingdom, to the north. As you seem to look across time and space, across the seas, and to a mountaintop. And on this mountaintop is a lone figure standing. And around the base of the mountain are thousands upon thousands of dead bodies. And you feel in your heart that something needs to be done to stop this, or my people and everyone will suffer.
Mom, what are you doing?
And that's your dream. Alright, you all wake up the next morning, and if you have, used any abilities or anything, yes, you get the benefits of a long rest. So go ahead and give yourselves that in D&D Beyond. And at this juncture, we will go ahead and do our first of the 2 giveaways that we are doing tonight. Okay, so this one is for everyone. Again, it's for a official TOGG dice bag and a set of dice. So I'm gonna get the keyword here. And the keyword for tonight is Flurp. Flurp. Flurp, the poor little kobold who died.
It have to be capitalized?
Nope, it does not. So you put in Flurp, and that will get you a an entry into the giveaway.
I want the dice bag.
Damn.
You guys are getting dice bags.
Yeah, I was like, I thought.
Yeah, you guys are getting dice bags.
But if I get an extra one, I can give it to my best friend Megan.
No worries there, Klein. Alright, so... Yeah, so I will give you about 10 minutes or so to make sure that everyone who wants in on this giveaway gets in before I go ahead and run it.
Oh, hey, Queenie's here.
Yep. So...
I don't know their
At the
actual name.
moment.
So please remember, type it once and only once, Flurp, Flurp, and that will get you an entry into this giveaway. Alright. So, you all wake up in the morning, and you've all had some interesting evenings, and it is now the next day. Is there anything you wish to do today?
I'm sorry, the moment Diana's awake, the first words out of her mouth are just gonna be, fuck, I need to go home.
Why do you want to go home?
I don't know how else to explain it otherwise, not that I need to go home. I am ready to go home.
Cool.
So, weird question. If I were to ask you to suddenly help me stab my own mother, how weird would that be?
What? This is the best part.
Eurydice thinks really, really hard. She's quiet for a long moment. And she's thinking. And then she just looks at Diana straight in the eyes and I will murder your mother if she's a bitch.
Well, so, here's the thing. I don't have the confidence to do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
She also has a giant army kingdom backing her that we'll have to get through.
Okay, I'm a rogue. I can just kind of sneak in from the side or behind and then just stab.
It's an army of shifters.
Okay.
With fangs and claws and shape-shifting abilities.
Okay.
None of this bothers you?
No.
Cool.
I've got a demon for a patron, so...
Yeah, we really need to talk about that, by the way.
Why? Everything's good.
Yeah, so... We still need to discuss the whole sacrificey thing.
No, we don't.
To a certain degree, kind of, only so that way you don't have to keep killing innocent people in every single town we go to.
I mean, I cover my tracks and the bodies disappear, so I don't see what's wrong.
What do you mean they disappear?
I put a sigil on them, my demon sigil, and then they are sacrificed to him. The bodies literally burn up and go away.
That's kind of concerning.
Why?
Is that really all he wants from you, is just bodies?
No, he wants stuff too.
Such as?
Anything.
That's so specific. That's so helpful.
I mean, I'm saving up enough money so I can give him like 500 gold, but I want to have another 500 so that I have money.
Oh, if you needed that, why didn't you just ask?
Because it's a personal goal, okay?
Okay. So we still need to help Fayla and her sister. Fuck.
Well, then the plan just changes a little bit. I can just go in and I can look for the dude and everything and all that and stuff.
I mean, they already see me as his pet, so I can just follow behind.
Yeah, and then you can get lost and find Fayla's sister and... Hey, who knows, maybe we could capture Fayla and...
I'm pretty sure they already know we have her.
Maybe they don't.
We let one get away, remember?
Who knows, maybe they killed him because they didn't get the stone.
I just hope her sister's not dead. Oh! So Diana's going to suddenly get up and rush to the room that Fayla is in.
Okay.
And she's just gonna like skid to a stop in front of her and go, Fayla, what is one thing that your sister would never take off? Like something very, very specific that you can describe in detail to me.
She honestly doesn't have anything, that I know.
A necklace, a choker, headband, anything.
Well, not something she wouldn't take off, but something that never leaves her side, is her medallion of Saloon.
And they wouldn't have taken that from her?
It is possible.
Okay, can you describe the medallion to me? Like, down
Sure,
to the finest details.
She describes it. In fact, she asks for some paper and ink and quill, something like that, and parchment. And she, draws it out. And so, look, it's made of silver and platinum and some gold here, and it looks like this. And she gets, very specific with it. She is also a worshiper of Saloon herself, so, she knows the symbol, and it's basically what it is. It's just a medallion that is made into the symbol.
Can Diana, knowing what it looks like now specifically, can she use her clairvoyant spell to create an orb of seeing in front of the necklace?
It's not a necklace. It's
Or
just
the medallion?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what that spell's for.
Okay, it's gonna take me like 10 minutes. Because I can make sure your sister's still alive. Despite you not returning. Or I can try to anyway. Okay, so Diana, she's going to keep the drawing in front of her, and she's going to focus in on that, and she's going to start the clairvoyant spell, even though she realizes she hasn't told anybody what she's doing. She just suddenly burst into the room and started.
Okay, alright, so you are sitting there doing that for the next 10 minutes. Anyone else have anything that they wish to accomplish today?
I guess for me, I need to take Nightmare on a walk.
Okay.
And then after that, I know the guy said wait to pay him, but Rogar's one of those people, he doesn't like owing people money, so he's going to go pay him now.
Oh, okay.
Now that he has acquired all the money.
Okay. So you go and you pay the smith.
Yes, I'll deduct all that.
Mm-hmm. And he says, "Alright, I'll send me boy to let you know when it's finished."
Then I'll just go back and wait until nighttime.
Okay. Zeroth, anything you wish to do today?
I'm trying to think. Could I go wandering the town, just try to see if anything catches my eye?
Sure. Okay. How long are you gonna spend? Just kind of good portion of the day?
Maybe
or-
maybe hour, 2 hours tops.
Hour, 2 hours.
Trying to stay close to the tavern in case,
Okay.
anybody needs to get me.
All right. So you're just kind of wandering around the local streets, relatively close to the tavern, and just kind of looking around. And as you are walking along, I need a perception check.
All right. I got a 12.
Okay. You see quite a few people in and out, moving around. One small group that you see, you actually see two in particular that kind of catch your attention because most of the people you're seeing in this town are humans, elves, dwarves, lots of halflings running around here and there, occasional gnomes, but this is the first dragonborn that you've seen walking around, and it just kind of catches your attention, as well as the fact that walking with them is a tiefling, and it's just an odd combination, and it just kind of catches your eye, and they seem to be discussing something heavily near one of the market stalls, which are not far away from the tavern, and which you kind of see down the main street. And they're discussing kind of heatedly, it looks almost like, between themselves and whoever's, you can't quite see them because they're kind of behind the posts and stuff that hold up this market stall, the owner of the stall. And it's a little ways down, maybe 40 feet down. But that's what you see.
Okay. Can I sense to see if I feel like they're talking about something that I may not want to be a part of, in a sense, just a gut feeling.
Gut feeling? Give me a straight wisdom. Straight wisdom roll. Not a save, just a straight wisdom ability roll.
Fuck!
I
Make her
got a
character
16.
sheet.
Huh?
So I'm talking in our Discord chat, and I just messaged Rogar. I'm like, yeah, no, especially because I gotta make her character sheet now, and then I realized the impending doom of fuck. I have to make her character sheet now.
I got a 16.
Okay. You don't know if it would be rude or not. You're like, yeah, interesting. It doesn't strike you as something that, they're in a public place.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it be.
All right.
I'll keep an eye on them though.
Okay. So you watch them for a while. It seems like they get done talking with the shopkeep at that stall, and it seems like the tiefling is just kind of, off on a mission, because this tiefling, who, as you've kind of moved a little closer to watch them a little bit more, realize it's a female, and she seems like she keeps going to certain stalls. She will look around, see a stall, and make a beeline for it, and then immediately start almost interrogating the shopkeeper about different supplies or certain specific things. and it seems like the Dragonborn is just kind of like, ugh, and just kind of following after, like, okay.
Can I approach them? They seem really familiar to me now as I'm looking at them, and I wanna go up and talk to them.
Okay, so as you start to get close, they are currently at at one stall, and as you're getting closer, you're hearing the tiefling is almost not really shouting, but just being loud and straightforward and saying things like, "You're kidding me. You don't have any barrel root? Seriously. I mean, what kind of herbalist are you?" And she's just
I did not miss her.
and she's just kind of going off. And they don't seem to notice you at first as you are coming up behind them. And then all of a sudden the tiefling's like, "Fine. Whatever, I'll look somewhere else." Turns around and almost walks straight into you. And then just kind of stops and looks up. And for a second, you see her eyes become as big as saucers. And then she shakes her head and kind of almost faints, almost like drops to a knee as this Dragonborn kind of catches her. And he looks up at you. He says, "It's a spitting image." She's like,
Would you by chance have been traveling with a man named Erskart?
and the tiefling all of a sudden, just seeming to get the energy back into her, stands straight up, looks at you, and with tears streaming down her face, says, "Don't you say his name! Don't you say his name! How dare you have the audacity to... How do you look like him?"
I have every right to say my brother's name.
Brother? Oh, God.
Did I stutter?
Did I stutter?
And she all of a sudden has wrapped her arms around your waist, buried her face into your stomach, and is weeping. And you just hear her say, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I'll get
Why
it.
are you apologizing?
I'm so sorry." And the Dragonborn is kind of petting her head, and he's looking up at you, and he says, which he is not quite as tall as you, but he's damn close. And he's pretty beefy himself. Especially with the heavy-ass plate armor that this guy's got on. I mean, he's bulky wearing this stuff. He looks at you and he says, "It's all right, Mask. I apologize for her. You say you're his brother."
Aye. I've heard mention of a Dragonborn and a Tiefling traveling with him.
"Yes,
You two look like spitting images.
he was with us for a time. She refuses to let him go. He fell in battle."
He's not dead.
"That's what she believes. But I saw him fall."
I saw him in a dream. You can't kill him easily. He fell off a mountain.
And as you say that, the tiefling's head lifts up again from you. She kind of wipes her eyes, and she looks at you and says, You've seen it too, then. I know he lives too. And she looks at the Dragonborn and says, I'm not the only one. See? He shakes his head a little bit and says, I do not believe in what you two believe. However, I have seen the strange things that the gods do.
He was a great climber. He always knew how to get out of situations.
Well, we shall see. And Mask says, looks at you and says, so, what, how did you come this far? How did you
I've
get
been
here?
following stories. I have been traveling as a mercenary, protecting caravans, listening to any rumor I could come across. Brought me here, and I came across a party that traveled with him in the past, actually. Very odd bunch.
Odd? How so?
Well, one has ears.
They all have ears.
One turns into a fox. The other one thinks he's a dog.
Oh.
And there's
Yes.
a blind man with an owl.
Yes. We know them. They're good
I
people.
believe they're still sitting at the tavern. I don't know if you are good traveling companions or not.
I got the feeling that certain members of that party weren't too fond of myself, but...
Oh no, she fucking hates you.
But they are good folk. In fact...
I heard that you were trying to save him. Doing rituals and the like.
I am trying. I need to find his spirit.
But you have his body?
It is properly cared for in the manner of your people.
I'm just gonna nod.
But I believe his spirit still roams free. I've also...
How are you gonna find his spirit?
Well... as I have tried many a time to explain to your brother on many a night. And the answer I always got back was, I don't get it.
Great impression.
I'm pretty sure it is not something that is typically your people's forte. It involves...
If he didn't get it, I probably won't get it either.
My thoughts exactly. No offense meant.
None taken.
But what I must do on my own. I only let this one carry on. Because I might not have the strength to carry on some nights on my own when I think of him. And he's there to give me guidance when I need it. But, here. She pulls out of her pocket a small, blue, very smooth stone, and takes her hand and puts it in your hand, closes your fingers around it, and takes another one out and holds it up and says, "Speak your name to the stone."
Zeroth.
Mask. And then she trades them and says, "When I have my answers, I will let you know."
Zeroth's just gonna look at the rock for a second, and then look at her and the dragonborn. Am I big enough to pick up both of them and hug them?
You could definitely hug her. You'd basically be... Think of two pro wrestlers hugging and then picking up a 10-year-old and lifting it up to their height and hugging that 10-year-old along with them. That's about what it's like. You're a little bigger than him, but still, that's about what it's like.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna hug him.
Alright. Alright. And...
So I just keep a hold of this, and then
Yes.
when you have your answers, you'll let me know? How
Yes.
do I talk in the stone?
You will know. It is a sending stone. Just
What is
keep
that?
Just keep it with you.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. Don't worry, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So that's kind of what people are doing in general in the morning. Before we continue on, let us get this contest finished. So for all of those who are in the contest, once again, the keyword is Flurp, F-L-U-R-P, for any latecomers who want to get in on that first of our two giveaways. So I'm going to be running this contest in just a couple seconds. Just want to give any latecomers last minute chance here. So I'm going to count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. And it looks like Asian Baja has won the giveaway.
Woo!
Alright. Now, how did you win? You were not even eligible, I thought.
They were in.
Oh, okay.
I saw them type it in.
Oh, okay. There we go. I was like, I didn't see that before. Yep. Congratulations. There you go. So, that is the first of the two giveaways. The second giveaway will be subscribers only. And or if you entered using the no purchase necessary option. And that will be happening just a little bit later on. So for now, let's get back into it. Alright, so does anyone else want to do anything for the day?
Hey,
Yes?
I'm offended.
I asked if anybody wanted to do anything in the morning.
You said for the day.
Well, yeah, it's getting into the day. You had a
I
long
want to
10
know
minutes.
how my
You had a
spell
long
goes.
You had a long 10 minutes. Alright, so your clairvoyance spell, as it goes off, and you are straining kind of hard to maintain this. You feel like, ooh, this is like right at the edge of my range of 1 mile. So, good news is this medallion is within 1 mile, but it seems to be like almost exactly a mile away. It's like right at the edge somewhere. You don't know what direction, but you know it's like right at the edge. So, because it's hard to maintain the spell. And as your vision from the clairvoyance orb that you create opens up to see in that area, and let me get right here. And you chose sight, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The good thing is I can switch back between them if I need to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It just takes an action. And I mean, the spell it lasts for 10 minutes, so as long as you're concentrating on it. But that's part of the trouble. Since it's right at the edge, it will require, every minute, it will require concentration check.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Which shouldn't be difficult, but... so, as you are looking and your vision clears, you realize that it is fairly dark. There seems to be some torchlight coming through what looks like bars in a door into the interior of a cell. You can't make out too much other than looks like maybe some kind of stone bench / bed that has some straw thrown on it. Some of that straw is also on the floor. There might be a bucket in the corner. You can't quite tell. Again, it's relatively dark. There's just a little bit of torchlight coming in through some bars in like the window of the door.
So because it's an orb, I can look around, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to look around the entire area as much as I physically can.
Okay, again, it's relatively dark, but as you're looking around, you're seeing the interior of a cell. It's not very big. You know, it's maybe, maybe 10, 15 feet in one direction, 5 to 6 in the other. You know, it's enough to be like a comfortably large cell, but it's still not a lot of space overall. And in it, you see, as you're looking around 360 degrees, you see from just a hint of that light that's coming through, it's enough to take out of the shadow just a little bit the face of what looks to be a fairly young, beautiful looking elven woman whose hair is disheveled. She's got, it's almost like tear stains because, she's, her eyes are red and puffy a little bit, and, she doesn't seem to be happy. She's, got some dirt on her as well, some on her face. Her clothes seem to be a little bit messed up, but it's hard to tell much more detail than that, as it's just not quite a lot of light.
Can I watch her long enough to see if like her eyes move or like she's still breathing to make sure she's alive?
Oh yeah. You sit there kind of staring for about a minute. Go ahead and roll a concentration check.
Concentration?
Yep, like I said, every minute, because it's at the edge of your range.
What is...
That is a con save is what is used for concentration.
That's weird, but okay.
That's just the way the rules are.
A con save for... Okay. 18.
Not a problem. So you watch for a minute, and you're seeing she just seems to almost be in like her trance-like state.
But is alive?
As far as you can tell, there seemed to be some movement in her chest, although minor, as if breathing. Slight breaths in and out. But it's difficult to tell with them in the trance-like state because they're very focused. But you've seen this before. So you're pretty confident that, all right, if she were dead, you know, there's subtle clues that you can tell.
Fayella, I have really good news.
Yes, what?
I can see her, and she is alive.
Thanks,
She's
Saloon.
meditating, but she's alive.
Thanks, Saloon. That is wonderful.
Although this is really, really close to the edge of my vision, so I'm not sure how much longer I can hold this up. I am going, Diana's gonna try to turn back to look at the holding cell doors to see if there's any clues or indicators she can try to make out just outside of it. So, like, when they get down there...
You can't really, because the door is down a little ways. From your perspective, from where you're sitting, basically from where this orb of yours is, it's like this elven female is like holding this medallion in their hand as they are meditating, you know, as they're in their trance, and they are laying down on the stone bed of stone and straw. And so the medallion is the angle you're looking at the door. You can't see out the door. You can just see some light coming in.
Is there any windows, or is it a completely sealed room?
Looking around, it just seems stone everywhere, except for the door.
Okay, yeah, no, there's nothing else I can do, so she'll drop the spell.
Okay.
And once she drops it, she'll look at Fayella and go, but at least she's alive. I can't get any indications on where she is. Everything's completely sealed off, and I can't move the thing to look around.
Mm-hmm. I understand. I have heard of such spells.
But she is at least alive.
That is good news.
And we're going there tonight, so... Although there is a slight change of plan.
And that is?
Eurydice and Rogar managed to convince them to let them be members. And they think I'm a pet dog.
Interesting.
Yep.
And how will the others join us? How will I be able to assist?
That's what we all need to kind of sit down and talk about. Because it changes a lot on how we're going to go in and handle this. Unless you have sleeping arrows.
No. Well, how were you planning to enter before?
Before, we were gonna hope to whatever deities are out there that we can sneak in and go find your sister under the guise of... One was gonna lead you in as a prisoner. The other two of us were going to sneak in shortly after, disguised as you. So they think you're breaking into the building alone. Split apart, try to find your sister, and then teleport out. The problem is, now that they can both go in there without automatically being dinged as an issue, it changes the plan. Well, and I can technically get in under the guise of being a fox.
How exactly were you going to sneak in? Did you have a way somewhere?
We know where it is.
Well, could Zeroth and Jacob then attempt to sneak in that method while you others attempt the front door, as you have said?
So, Zeroth and Jacob were gonna act as distraction, try to bring people into one place, so we're less likely to run into problems. Plus, I'm pretty sure a almost 8-foot tall something Goliath can't sneak for shit.
I'm just curious as to how we shall then get in. Are we to still cause a distraction? I mean...
So, again, that's kind of what we need to talk about. Because my thought process at that point is... And I'm welcome to hear ideas, I'm just rambling at this point, don't mind me. Is... I was gonna have Eurydice and Rogar go in. I was going to follow behind them in my fox form, under the guise of being a stupid pet, and let them get as deep as they can. Zeroth and Jacob were going to try to cause a disturbance above ground to get as many of them up there as they can. And then, during all of that, have you sneak in. I was going to branch off, try to find your sister, and if I can, I was going to literally pop her out. The problem is, if they realize they're not who they're claiming they are, and if they see you and then they get overwhelmed by enemies, technically Jacob can thunderstep himself and Zeroth out of the situation, so they're fine. It's you and I that we're gonna run into an issue. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly a fighter.
As long as your friend Rogar does not cast that horrible spell on me, I can handle myself and get out on my own. Hey, come on, that spell fucked up her day.
I mean, yeah, but damn, that's on her, not on me.
Yeah, she thinks it's a horrible spell for the effects it had on her. Nothing against you.
Understandable. I'll run it by Rogar. I guess at that point we'll be fine. Although I do have one question. You wouldn't happen to know what the branch leader looks like, do you?
I can't say that I've met him.
Okay,
Again,
because
I'm kept
in the dark.
Yes.
Because
I'm
one
a
of the goals
mushroom.
we have is kill him.
I'm a mushroom. They keep me in the dark and feed me shit.
You know what? Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty.
Because one of the goals we have is to take out the head of the snake.
That could be a challenge. Why don't
You wouldn't
you
happen to have...
gather everyone here and formulate the rest of the plan? I'm willing to go along with whatever you come up with. It is my sister, and I would prefer to be there to get her out. So, but I will go with whatever plan you guys have, if you can come up with something.
Does it take spell slots for Jacob to do his little copper wire trick?
That one,
It's a cantrip.
yeah, that's a cantrip. Yep.
Okay.
Eurydice can do that too.
Can Diana ask Jacob and Eurydice to send a message to Rogar and Zeroth to get them back?
Yeah, sure. Eurydice will message Rogar.
You good?
My brain. Hello?
Oh,
Is this
hi.
mic open?
I didn't. Yeah, we need you back in the room.
I'm just in the room over, so you could have walked over. This is a little invasive.
I'm lazy.
I'm apparently standing in the bar.
Mhm.
Okay, you're lazy. That's fine. All right, I'll walk over.
I guess Zara's gonna go upstairs and join everybody.
I'm lazy and this is a cantrip. So.
Yep.
So
Yes,
once they're all in
It's
there,
basically... Okay, hold on. I'm sending him a text. Okay. That's basically what it is.
but
She's
no,
in the
once they're-
living room. I can just text her real fast.
Yep.
But no, once they're all in the room, Diana's just gonna go, well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Same.
Okay, we'll
Which
start with
do you
the bad
want to
news
hear first? The bad news
I
first.
thought
Okay.
bad news first.
So
Bad
the
news.
bad news is the original plan won't work now.
I figured.
So we have a lot of replanning
Yeah.
to do.
Okay, but is
The
that
good news
necessarily
is-
a bad thing?
Yeah, because that kind of means you and Jacob are standing up there by yourselves, creating as much commotion as possible and hoping you don't die before we get out.
I've never seen anybody turn totally hostile towards a drunk right from the get-go. But if I piss on his shoes, then I guess he would have grounds. I can just cause a distraction. I can't sneak for shit. I'm 8 feet fucking tall.
Yeah.
I crouch down, I'm still 5 feet.
Try to do it.
Trying to not laugh, and she's just gonna turn to Phaela and point at Zeroth and go, "See, I told you."
I can get drunk and blow my horn outside. I
yeah.
can draw as many of them up
Yeah.
front as I want.
Eurydice is like, yeah, he crushes. He's my height. It's like, there's no in between. He's either tall
Anyway,
or tall.
The good news. The good news is she is alive. I actually saw her,
Okay.
the sister.
This is interesting.
Neutral news. I don't know where she is.
She's probably underneath the whole warehouse.
No,
thing.
I know she's
And
down
that's it.
there. It's a matter of I don't know where down there.
Okay, if we got closer, could you
Okay.
determine?
No, because it's my clairvoyance spell. I can create a little ball of energy right by any item or obvious location of I could just make another one outside the door.
That's interesting.
I could walk you another quarter mile towards it.
And do we have enough time between now and then?
It doesn't. It takes like 10 minutes to walk a quarter mile.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, do we have enough time between now and when they're supposed to meet up with them? Because I was gonna ride on Rogar's shoulders and pretend to be a dumb dog, apparently.
Hey, I recorrected.
Yep.
I said wolf. Oh wait, I
Less
meant
offensive.
fox. Your name's Angel now.
Angel? Is that my nickname now? Angel?
Yeah, I guess so, Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, only when she's in fox.
Anything
don't
but
please.
okay. Here's the thing.
Very
She
offensive.
wants to sneak inside to try and find her sister on her own. You two are already going in there under the guise of being members. However, we're still not equating for the fact that they might know you're with us and this is all a trap.
Okay. How about you have Phaela stay close by once you do your clairvoyant thingy, and you find her. She can stand by at a safe distance, you know, that way if things
A
need
weird question.
arise.
This is gonna be really out there, and I have to be perfect with how I do this. Can we get within 500 feet?
I don't know, can you?
Yes. You can get within
So-
500 feet.
Because if we can, and I can figure out where she is, I can technically dimension door in and out.
Can you turn into anything else besides a fox?
Oh!
Turn into a dog?
No!
Can you turn into a smaller fox?
No! I am the size of an average adult red fox! Look at the ears, dude! Look at the ears!
Yeah,
You have the point.
that's not as fun as
Well,
a...
in human form, you look like you're 4 foot nothing.
He
5'5",
has a
thank
point.
you.
5'4".
5'5". Diana is 5'5".
Eurydice is 5'2", so she's the short
Zeroth's
small
just gonna
one.
come up and pat you on the head.
I'm only 6 foot.
I will punch you in your gonads and make you my height.
Go for it. See if it hurts me.
Oh, don't tempt me.
He's built
Here's
like
the
a
question:
wall.
are you gonna hit me back?
Yes, I will.
Never mind.
Eurydice immediately kicks him in the nuts.
Oh.
And it's like kicking
Rock.
two stone
steel!
softballs.
And
And,
she just
a pipe.
falls on the floor, and she's like, "Fucking god damn it! Just fuck! Just I hate you."
Very
Was it
offensive
worth it?
language.
Yes,
Don't forget, I could just touch you and burn you if I chose to.
and I'll bite you.
Wait, you
Kanky.
can
Fight back.
you can cast spells?
I can only touch and catch things on fire, or I have my 10-foot fire aura.
That doesn't sound fun. Never mind.
What if we just burn the warehouse down?
I'm good at that.
How are we gonna get her out?
No, I mean like so we get me within 500 feet of wherever she's at. I dimension door in, dimension door out, and then we just burn the fucker down.
I have a
I'm
question.
We've already killed random people inside the town. Why not add arson to the list?
I mean, that is true. One of
like
us
the way
has
you
killed other people. But if they have one prisoner, what makes you not think that they don't have others?
Exactly.
And
Eurydice,
She who
please
wants
help
to
me out
save
here.
everyone.
Fayella does pipe up at this point and says, "That's an admirable plan, but unfortunately that would not work."
Why?
Building or saving people?
Or the teleporting in and out.
That
There's a lot of plans. Oh,
Son of a... They have wards, don't they?
or just
Well, it
spell
makes
magic.
sense.
Yes. They. While I have not met the person in charge of this chapter, I know that they are obviously a powerful spellcaster, as I have seen the wards placed around in the areas that I have been able to go.
Does he ever
They
leave the building?
Only to block
I do not know.
teleportation, or is it also to detect magic?
I do not know about the latter, but I know about the former, as I have heard some minor discussions from annoyed ones as to, damn, I'd really like to be able to, not walk all this way and just be able to pop here to
Diana?
there, but I can't,
Diana is going to immediately focus all of her hearing
Oh,
to the outside. Hey, you're back!
Holy shit, he's here.
We got a Jacob incoming. All right.
Had Shelby disappear for half a second.
Yes.
Yeah, you
So,
I'm gonna have to fix that.
but no, Diana
Sorry.
is going to immediately focus all of her hearing to outside of the tavern
Mhm.
as much as she physically can to try and hear anyone who is talking about them specifically or coming towards their room. Because if there was wards all over the place and they can detect magic, they might have already known what she did.
I was going to say, at least you can cast magic inside of there.
Yes.
But if they have wards all over the building, they might have already known what I did.
True, I don't think Rogar thinks that he doesn't know if he can do that. Christian might know the true answer. But yeah, Rogar's gonna I don't know if they can track your spell backwards.
Track the spell, but more so
They can know that
realize
you probably
somebody.
that someone's
And if they figure out what cell I just popped that orb into, it's kind of an automatic answer of who did it.
How long did you pop that orb in there for?
I must have been in there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that would, I would pick that up.
Well, I don't think it's is it a visible orb?
Yeah, but
If you use
I don't know magic.
So here's the
I was
thing.
asking
It's
her.
technically invisible, but if you have see invisibility or true sight, you'll know it's there.
But how do you
And
know
if
that
you
the
have
person that
and
has
if
it?
you have detect
Yeah.
magic, you'll know that there's a magic aura there. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's that they'll know that it was clairvoyance. But
They won't know the spell. I know detect magic. I'm good. They won't know the spell. Like, well, let me double check. Yeah, they'll just know what school of magic it is.
yep,
So
So now they have a heads up that something's going on.
they may. They may.
The
they
worst
may
thing that
not.
might
I don't know.
happen, they might move her. I just say
That's
we
the
go
problem.
in. I'll do my
I
best.
wish I had known about the wards beforehand.
I mean, I'm down to kill
But
some.
if they
I'm still down
already
to make
know-
a disturbance at the front.
Okay, yeah. Essentially, you do your barbarian thing or Goliath thing or whatever thing you have and make as much noise as physically possible. And if
I
something
will.
goes wrong, you and Jacob can thunder step out.
Oh,
Yay,
we don't want to
nay?
fight?
Here's the
I
thing:
want to fight.
if it is more than 4 on 2, run.
He is a barbarian.
You underestimate
yeah,
me.
but here's the thing. I'm looking at a scenario of you guys are probably going to be pulling God knows how many enemies on you.
Well, at first I'm
If
thinking
it
this.
gets to
Jacob
a point where you
stays
think you're gonna die, run.
Hold the fuck on for just a second.
I will
Okay.
throw a pillow at you.
I was thinking that Jacob could sit in the back, a little bit further away, not like too far away, wherever he can do some damage still if I need help. I'm just gonna walk up. I'm gonna be drunk. I'm gonna blow my horn, and I'm gonna piss on their gate. That will instigate something.
You're not wrong.
I do have one question.
Oh, I have an idea. And Diana's gonna open her bag of holding and she's gonna pull out a set of bagpipes. And she's gonna
Yes.
hold them up to Zeroth and be like,
I can't
do you
play
at
him for
least
shit,
know
but
how
let's
to
do it.
blow?
Oh,
Into
That's
the
That's
instrument.
an incorrect word.
an instrument, yes.
Take the bagpipes, make it as loud as possible, which means blow into that spigot as hard as you physically can.
I'll try to do. I'll try to be a bard.
But
What? It doesn't look that hard.
we do have one problem. What if? I mean, I know what I'll do. I'll just kill the person who bosses me around. But what if me and Eurydice get ordered to go handle the disturbance?
Well, I think
You're good at backstabbing, right?
cast darkness.
Oh,
And then I can just
we
slip around.
both. Yeah. I was just wondering. I didn't want to have to be like, hey, let me go kill our new friend over here. I mean, I'm not for it.
Well,
I mean, we can spar.
I probably just.
can't.
I'm probably. If it's you guys, I'm probably not gonna pull a weapon. I'm probably just gonna try to throw punches.
That's fair.
If it's them, I'll pull my weapon out. But as far as that, like, I'm just gonna be drunk. I'm just
So
gonna
as
cause a
it stands-
disturbance.
So to make sure I'm hearing this correctly, Zeroth and Jacob, you make the disturbance to get everybody and as many people out as you can. Eurydice and Rogar, you're going to be going in and trying to handle the head of the group and get as many high-tier people down as physically possible. Fayella and I will sneak around and try to find her sister and then pop out.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty accurate.
We're all going to pop out.
Fayella, please, please tell me you are good at close combat if necessary.
No.
I'm doomed.
I am
Just
good
the
at
door.
archery.
She would probably help us at the gate.
Yeah. If we
She could
So
time
I'm
it just
running around by
right,
myself looking for the sister?
you'll have
I thought you were
Double
going in with those
sacrifice.
two.
They're going after the boss!
And you're a fucking fox. Do dogs listen very well? They kind of run away.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
You're
What
gonna
I'm saying
kill
is,
a
let
dog
me
for running through a
alone.
building?
If they realize I'm not just a fox, or they decide I want a new scarf, I can't fight.
That is very true.
You aren't you fast?
I can move like a distance.
Well, that's very fucking specific. I can move a foot. That's a distance.
Well, how about this?
Are you slippery? Can you crawl through things that are fairly easy to avoid capture?
Yes, but
Then there you go.
it's also not slimy. I'm furry. If they grab the back of my neck, I'm fucked.
Okay, well, bite them.
I'm gonna look to
I don't think you
Eurydice.
understand how it works when you grab the back of a fox's scruff, because once you do that, our entire body kind of goes whoop, and we can't move.
Really? Because
Lies
I've
and
grabbed
splendor.
a cat scruff before,
And they bite the shit out of you and they claw.
they don't do that.
Anyway,
Hey.
the point is, I'm by myself.
Yes, you're by yourself. But hold on. Eurydice,
Yes.
I need you to stay more than 10 feet away from me.
Why?
If something should happen, I can do something, and I don't want you to get in the crossfires of it.
Oh, are you talking about the fallen angel thing?
Yeah. My
Oh,
phone.
yeah, you're gonna want to avoid that at all costs.
Okay.
I can draw attention to myself, and then you can dart off. I mean, I can find a way out pretty easily. I'm a moving ball of darkness.
Well, yeah, I'm more so thinking. I'm
And
the
then
weakest
both
out
of
of all
you-
of us.
the
Technically,
both of
if
you
he's a
and
moving
you
ball
are.
of darkness, then couldn't you use his darkness as cover?
She can't see through it. She's not like
Oh, you can't.
we have demon daddies.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
They
Just
give
just stay with them. It strength in numbers.
Well, what I was thinking is,
Sister!
if I get deep enough, I can just blast it, and then you two just run, because they won't be able to get past me if
Hold on.
they succumb to the effect. Oh, what's up, wizard boy?
Diana, did you... Now, your capabilities, did you grab that, the ability to transform someone's form into a different creature?
Couldn't you do that with Fayella?
Yes.
If she's willing.
I'm pretty
Turn her
fucking
into a
sure she'll be
dog.
willing. It's her sister.
Yeah, turn her into a dog.
I would do whatever is necessary.
Give me a quick second. Really fast.
1001.
Because.
That was a quick second.
Okay.
Here's a voice.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to do it right before we go inside because I can only hold it for an hour. And here's the problem: if I get hit, she turns back.
how
Well,
big
you
is
have to make
this
it
building,
concentration.
Fayella?
The part that I've been in. Well,
Are there
it's-
different sections, or is it just one large facility?
Oh no. There are many parts that I have not been allowed in, and I can only imagine how large they are, considering
Okay.
what I've been in is quite large, and there were passages everywhere.
Would it be smarter for us then, Rogar, Eurydice, once you guys are in, and you guys are walking around, I can wait to cause a disturbance until you have found them, because you got that copper wire thing.
Oh yes. the
And you can
copper
let us
wire.
know when to cause a distraction. That way you have Fayella's sister at hand, and then you can just bolt out, and then I can cause a
Here-
distraction.
Here's the thing, though: if Thayela and I are branching off because runaway dogs don't know how to listen, and we find the sister, I don't have a way to contact you.
Okay.
Well, worst case scenario,
And I'm going after the
thing
boss,
on
alright?
you, since you can't talk
Yeah.
with the box. When you turn back eventually, you can respond by saying, "Hey, I
Yeah,
got the
'cause
thing."
That's another thing. I don't know if I can hold the spell as a fox.
You can't cast the spell as a
Druid?
fox.
You can hold it, you just can't cast it.
Yeah. Are you a druid? I think you can.
Your fox form
Never
doesn't...
used it until now.
Your fox... That is one of the key little things about your Vulpes transformation. Is... It doesn't cost you concentration to change into the Vulpes. That's just one of the things that you can do as part of the specific race.
Yeah, this is more just Diana. I've never used the spell before, so I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
If you have a concentration spell that you cast right before you shift, you can attempt to maintain concentration. And just because you get hit doesn't mean you're going to lose the spell. It just means you have to make a concentration check, and you have to get either at least a 10 or at least as many as half the amount of damage that you took. So if you took 22 damage, you'd have to get an 11 or better.
It's real easy. I trust me. I knew a centaur
Challenge
one
rating
time.
is equal or less to the targets, or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. So, hypothetically speaking, can I turn her into a direwolf?
Okay, what exactly did you just read? What did it say?
It said either equal to or less or equal to the creature's challenge rating or its level.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
If the creature doesn't have a challenge rating.
Double checking something really quick.
I said I trained dogs, not dire wolves. I mean, I guess I also trained them in, nightmares.
I mean, a fox isn't a dog.
Oh yeah. Direwolf is definitely under her challenge rating.
And if you bring nightmare, 2 direwolves aren't going to seem weird.
Then I would have to concentrate on nightmare.
Pretend nightmare's the puppy?
I don't feel 100%. I mean, I guess I technically have to bring him. Since there's no one here to watch him, he might destroy the room.
So...
Pets are so...
Dogs.
Does he like me?
One problem. One major problem that we're still forgetting. They're going after the boss Vale, and I go after the sister, whether we're both animals or not. I still have no way to tell you guys we have the sister.
Again,
Well,
Hey, Jacob.
Yes, Jacob could just
Whether
keep
you
messaging
have the sister or not, the moment I get a chance to kill the boss, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
obviously.
what
But
time
Jacob
did
could
you-
And then I'm
possibly
looting
use
the
his
place.
copper wire thing.
Yeah.
So I can send you a message, and as long as you don't talk, which you can't,
I can't.
my point, when you switch back after finding the sister, you can respond to the message, and I will know.
As long as we're all in range of this. This is the only bad part.
Quick question, because I have to ask. Was the door... Was it like a door, or was it like a cell door? Like bars, or was it like a solid...
It was like a... From what you could tell in how dark it was, it looked like a solid metal door with
Okay.
a window kind of into it with bars in it. Just like about like
Yeah,
that big.
I get what
Just
you mean.
Yeah.
try to look through the windows as a fox and try to look through it that way.
Well, once
You'd
I
have
get
to be a
down to
really
the-
tall fox. Because it's like
Well,
eye,
I mean-
eye level for people.
Here's the thing, and she's gonna be like, here's the thing though. Direwolf stands on its hind legs, fox stands on the shoulders of the direwolf.
I don't think the direwolf would need to stand on its hind legs to see.
They're very big. I can ride a
I
dire
can
wolf.
see inside.
Yeah,
Yeah, direwolf.
you could stand on its head as it's on all fours, and you'd be able to
Yeah.
see in the window because the direwolf is freaking
Because
big.
then, if that's the case, then technically, how many people can you turn into animals per day?
It's
Because
not a
if
matter
that's
of
the
how
case,
many per
You could find
day.
this.
It's a matter of I can only do it to one person.
Mhm.
Okay, I understand that one at a time, right?
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
not
So-
quite.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you have to be able to hold
Or
it.
once per day.
Yeah, well, it's what it is. It's a concentration spell. Okay, the way concentration spell goes is you can only have one concentration spell up at any given time. And
Okay.
that spell, the target is one target, period.
Okay.
So
Right.
when you cast
Yeah,
it,
so what
you're
he asks
concentrating
one at
on.
a time.
You can't cast it
is-
again because you dropped the first one.
Yeah, no, but what he had asked was you can do it one at a time.
No, you can't though.
So, like,
technically, if you want the
do
other person
one-
to pop out,
Yeah, the original.
So what I'm trying to ask here is, Vela boosts you up into the window. You find her sister. You crawl through. Your concentration breaks. She's no longer a dire wolf.
Yeah.
You found her sister. You change her into a smaller being that can crawl through the window. And you just help her through. And then you turn into a fox, jump onto the windowsill, get the fuck out of there.
they're alone.
Yes?
Would that work? And then I can still create the distraction at the front. No, I have never seen anybody react very softly to animal theft. I've seen dogs work together in harmony stealing things, and people just watch. They don't really stop it. So if they just see animals crawling out of something, they're not going to stop it.
Diana's gonna turn to Fayla and go, how comfortable would your sister be with being carried in the mouth of a fox as a rabbit?
I have no idea how to answer that question.
Well,
Doesn't.
my question to you, Fayella. This is a very important question.
I have no problem with it as long as it saves her. And
Okay.
your question?
Oh no, you kind of answered it. I was gonna ask if you were willing to die for your sister.
I have
She
no
has said
problem
that
with that
so many
as
times.
long as it
I
saves
know.
her.
I just some people get they're all speak and then it comes down to it and they're like, well,
Well,
I just don't trust people.
Because if you could use your clairvoyant orb thingy to find her again, and then
what
kind of
problem with that?
guesstimate.
They're both concentration spells to do the clairvoyance again.
Do
And
the clairvoyant
moreover,
before you change.
it takes me 10 minutes to do.
Running out of
Okay.
time, y'all.
Well,
I'm giving
Best of luck.
ideas.
The idea, I'm gonna carry her in my mouth either as a rabbit or a fox. I just hope I don't swallow the mouse.
Well, just tell yourself, spit, don't swallow.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Especially
and
when you
worst
haven't
case
chewed yet.
scenario, I can just I'll just go in. I mean,
You are not going in by yourself.
oh, trust me, if anyone can, I can.
Well, why are you
Blind.
goofing? Why are you goofing? Huh? What you want?
I'll be right back. He probably needs to go to the bathroom.
What you want?
All right.
I think the plan that we have set up was going to work pretty good.
I agree. I think it'll work
Hopefully.
fairly well.
Just, hmm. Can anybody give me armor?
No.
Clap.
No.
Oh god, he can when he touches you.
Yeah, like right before we go in, so that way, if I get kicked, I don't get fucked.
Just okay.
I'm pretty, okay? I'm not good at taking a hit.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
This is horrible.
I think I have to wait until you turn.
I'm not
into the
comfortable going by myself. I've never done things like this before. Normally, I just flash my tits and people give me gold, okay?
I don't think I've ever seen you do that, and I'm glad I haven't.
The
But
point is, every time I've had to fight, I always had somebody with me. I'm not used to doing things by myself.
Well,
Technically,
you're-
yes, I have Fayella with me. It's still the premise of no offense, you've tried to kill us twice.
Well, then you should know that she's pretty good at it.
that is true. Well, I think it's time that we head on.
I'm nervous. Sue me.
I don't understand what that means right now. I don't see how suing you is going to solve my problem.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh. Okay. But let's get this over with. We have people to save, people to kill, and people
And then
to
I have to
distract.
go north.
Then you have to go north.
But don't we have what?
I stopped asking questions long ago
Okay.
now. Welcome to the club.
Look, whether you guys come with me or not, that's on you. I need to go once this is over.
We still need to get the Iron Knuckles back first.
I'll
Okay.
talk to you about it afterwards.
I'm going to go now. Come if you want.
Yeah, we're going.
I'm tired of planning.
Well,
Me
either
too.
way, you, Fayla, and you, Diana, whenever you finally get everyone changed, before you head in, I need to be able to
Touch your
grab
love.
the two of you so I can give y'all some magical armor.
I was close.
All right. Okay, so right there, we're going to pause for a second because now we are going to start the second and last giveaway, our grand prize giveaway. So this is the one for the dice bag, the dice, the PDF of the one shot, and $100 credit to the Dancing Hands. $100 credit to Critical Hit Gaming Supplies.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Woo.
And so I'm going to give you a keyword. The keyword, just type it in once in chat and only once. And this one is for subscribers only or anyone who used the no purchase necessary option to enter. So the keyword will be distraction. So the keyword is distraction. DISTRACTION. Distraction.
Oops, the doopsie. Distraction.
Distraction.
Distraction. This is about to be the weirdest turn order ever.
It's gonna be so hard.
We're breaking the number one D&D rule: don't split the party. We're splitting it 3 ways.
Woo.
Hey, that's what happens. Alright, remember, the keyword is distraction. And this is for our grand prize giveaway. And let's see here. If anyone wants to tweet out so that any of our subscribers who are not here, who are missing out on the grand prize giveaway, can come in so that we have more than just a couple people. That would be appreciated. But I'll give it about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll run it. So, do you have a plan?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to do anything that you need to do before this plan is enacted?
I wish I could trade out one of my spells, but I already picked my spells for the day.
Yep. All right.
I got
God, this works because I can only do this polymorph twice.
Well,
Yeah, I
then-
was gonna get detect magic, but it's too late now. I took bless instead.
Oh, I can't wait to see if any of the path people grab her arm, because then they're gonna
Oh,
face
God.
full of fire.
All right. So here's.
Really hope I don't fuck up.
I hope they fuck up the path.
So-
So I have a question really quick. Just as like me asking. So while she's in her direwolf form, once Diana changes her,
Mhm.
does she still keep her normal stats?
With the polymorph spell, I believe it should say exactly what that does.
The stats of the person.
Yeah, it's spell transform the creature you can see within range. Target assumes the hit points of its new form. When it reverts to normal form, the target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. It retains its alignment and personality. So, for example, a direwolf. Direwolf has an intelligence of 3. So it probably wouldn't understand languages, and it would understand just direwolfy stuff.
Diana,
Interesting thing.
none of us would happen to have a leash, would we?
Rokar reaches into his backpack. Let me see what I pull out. I have some
There's
rope.
one thing about the polymorph.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's not gonna be her.
I figured. You want me to tie her?
Yeah, I kind of need something I can lead.
Fuck. You wait. So the fox is going to lead the wolf. This will be a sight
The
to
wolf
see.
isn't gonna be smart enough to understand me.
Yeah, it'll just be funny to see it running down the hall. I'm imagining it right now. Normally it's the other way around. But...
It's like a Chihuahua and an Alaskan Malamute, and the Chihuahua's got the lead and like dragging the Malamute along.
it's going to be so funny.
Cause yeah, that's something I just remembered. Cause I don't know if she can sneak in that form, or if she'll understand she needs to sneak.
You can always try.
Hopefully direwolves don't eat foxes.
I mean, she still retains like
Her personality.
so she shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly no longer comfortable with this.
Fail, do you eat foxes?
She's an elf.
No.
So, see? Yeah, don't assume. That's good. See, you're probably safe then. If not, you run away from the wolf then. It'll be so interesting.
I'm no longer comfortable with this.
Alright, so I need...
Is there anything else I could turn her into where she can still talk to me, but
no.
look like an animal?
No,
Probably
because
not.
they're all polymorph. That spell, they all have to qualify as a beast, according to their description. And pretty much all beasts are going to have an intelligence around that level.
Yeah,
I'm fucked.
very much.
Because I can't take on a direwolf by myself.
It'll be another distraction.
Hey, you guys see this direwolf eating this fox down here? It's crazy.
Here's the thing, though. If she...
Just get it to chase you out of the place, and then we can turn her not into a direwolf.
Here's the thing.
If your concentration broke, though, wouldn't she not be a direwolf anymore?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she suddenly tries to eat me...
All you got to do is drop the spell.
Is that before or after the fangs hit me?
A little bit of
It's
both.
not hard
It
to break concentration.
Yeah, it depends on if it got to the point of something like that happened.
Diana is just looking at all of the worst things that can happen to her right now.
Alright, so
She's not...
while you're
Deadly
Could you
mission.
turn her into a larger animal that is not a predator? Turn her into a fucking deer.
I'm now a deer trainer as well. I am impressed. I am definitely getting the job.
I thought you were a paladin, not a druid. What the?
I don't know. I guess flashbacks.
All right, I need
I can make her a
everyone who has Tailspire to hop into Tailspire for the visual. It may take a while to load up. That's why I'm telling you now.
It looks like a very big map.
That's why That's why I'm telling you to load now, because it may take a little while.
How long are we gonna keep going?
Probably about another 20 minutes or so.
Okay. You don't get to yell at me too!
I see this going so well for everyone.
I know, right?
All right. Now, while everyone is loading up, we are going to go ahead and see who the winner of our contest is. Okay, so once again, I'll give a last minute heads up for anyone who is a subscriber who has just tuned in, and if you have not joined in the contest and you want to, the keyword is distraction. distractation. Type it in once and only once. Okay? And I'll give you a couple more seconds. All right, and gonna count it down now. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
And Blasted Rook has won our grand prize giveaway. Congratulations, Blasted Rook. All right. So, for both of our giveaway winners, I am going to... Hold on one sec. I'm going to be sending you whispers to make sure we've got a contact with you, and then we'll send you further information on how to be able to claim your prize, and then we'll get that all taken care of and sent out to you. Congratulations on those winners. Glad you guys are enjoying the show, and glad you came in and participated.
Your royal court people win.
Not comfortable with this, guys.
We'll be okay. And look, yeah, this map is destroying. It loaded at first, but now it looks like the map disappeared again. Like what happened last time.
It will only let me zoom out so far. It's so frustrating. I hate it.
Yeah, if one of us die here, you guys, Brogar enjoyed you. He says before he leaves.
Yeah, if Eurydice falls, you guys get spoon.
You trust me,
So
you
I
are
have
not going to fall.
Oh, I know.
I have a
Somebody will
question.
steal you. Oh.
Yes.
So, because of how big this area is, and because we're splitting apart, if one of the three groups starts to fight, are the other two groups gonna have to wait through initiative to do things they want, even though they're nowhere near the battle?
Yes.
Because of how big this is?
Yes, we're going to have to go into turn-based. Okay.
Okay,
But-
then here's
but-
my other question.
Here, hold on. But it is...
Instead,
But unless someone is actively in combat, it's not going to be turn-based combat. It's just going to be turn-based as in, okay, it's, Zeroth, it's your turn. What are you planning on doing? What is your goal for this, this time around? And then you explain what you're trying to do. Yeah, then you explain what you're trying to do. If there's any rolls required, I'll ask for them. Then I move on to the next person. What are you trying to do? Oh, I'm sneaking around trying to find that. Okay, so you start moving through. You're looking. You get about this far. Roll a perception, or whatever.
so we're not necessarily going to be following the rules of you can only do one action, you can only move
Right.
because
You
they're
still-
not in combat. We just have to wait for our turn.
Right. It's if you're not
Okay,
actively
I
in
just wanna
combat.
make sure.
Yeah. If you're not actively in combat, it's not going to be okay. You get one action, one bonus action, you're moving. It's
Cool.
if you're not actively in combat, you're going to be limited a little bit on like how far you're going to actually get or what you can do. But I'm not going to say, okay, what do you do for your action? What do you do for your bonus action? Because you're not in combat. Just this is what I'm trying to
Okay.
do. Okay, you get this far. Blah blah blah.
I'm still waiting for this thing to load.
Loaded. I have no clue where my token is.
Yeah, where's my
All
We're
I see is
everywhere.
black.
There's a lot of black.
where's
Oh, I feel like I'm closer to my
Waiting
token.
for the adventure to begin.
Oh, let me zoom out a little. Maybe that'll help. Oh no! I just zoomed into a building.
That happens.
See the dog.
Oh wait, I think I see someone. No, I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know. This place is V big. V big.
I feel like I'm gonna regret not watching the Tailspire streams now, because I feel like this is one of the things y'all worked on.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I think I've seen enough to be like, well, hot damn. God damn, there's so much here. Rogar, where are you?
Eurydice. Where are you, Eurydice?
So shift and right click teleport creature. I thought it was gonna teleport me. Oh, maybe
there
that.
we go.
Maybe I wasn't on the board. Oh, I found me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my computer
things-
doesn't like this.
There are a couple of things I would like. Oh wait, this isn't concentration, isn't? Okay, no, it's not. Cool. There are a couple of things I need to do before we actually like go.
Like what?
Well, for one, motivational speech for you guys.
Give us a really good speech.
I really hope it's moving.
Yeah, the last one, subpar.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
And there's our speech, everybody.
Those are the bad guys. We are the good guys. Go kill them. Good job.
You can do it. Go team.
But are we really the good
This
guys?
is when you rip off a speech from, like, Captain America.
Even the bad guys think that they're good guys.
If you die, just walk it off.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just walking off.
So,
Fuck me.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
It finally loaded.
Oh yeah, it's rather large.
and all this,
Okay.
all of this, once again, I want to give a shout out to the creators community of the people in Tailspire Beta, because the vast majority of this was, just like I mentioned before, taken from Tales Tavern and Tales Bazaar, copied and pasted, and then fit together and modified to be the needs that the way I wanted it. So I basically assembled it and made adjustments, but the original creations are from designers in the community who've created their own things, and I want to say big shout out to all of them. Go check out these different designs and things that they do. You can find them, for like these different buildings and stuff in Tales Tavern and Tales Bazaar, because they're awesome. And all of this stuff was done, and then just a few days ago, the Harbor update came out for Tailspire, and Harbor stuff came out, and this was done before all that. So, all the really cool
Oh, you know
Harbor
what?
stuff.
It looks nice.
Me
Yeah.
a good boy's death. I'm still angry about Quicksilver, okay?
The map is fucked up. Oh, there it is.
We got him in X-Men. I'm okay with it.
I mean, if we die, y'all. Next character, fucking amazing.
Yep.
The next character is actually a lawful good.
Party
Yeah,
white.
I mean,
party
oddly
white.
enough, I have to ask the DM if he's okay with the idea. I mean, technically, I have to trash the whole entire character if this plan doesn't work. I was hoping for a converted Lost member. Not to Paler, but just, they realize that, hey, fuck, this group is fucked up. Our path, not Lost.
Lost was going to be us.
Yeah.
Yes, but speaking
I'm
of which,
converted to y'all.
what was your changed group name, so that everyone in chat?
The Backlashers.
So that is
Does
their...
any of us carry a whip? Otherwise, it's not suiting.
Ew.
Okay, then there you go.
Like, I can give my next PC a whip. Don't worry.
No, I actually do have a whip. That's part of her character.
Oh, okay.
Trevor fucking Belmont.
I have never
That's
lost
fine.
to any man nor beast.
I am a backlasher.
Are you
Alright.
Indiana Jones?
Rogar the backlasher.
Well, because
Alright.
the premise was like we're the backlash of other people's decisions.
It just doesn't.
Sadly, all I've been feeling is the backlash of our own decisions.
We're about to feel one right now.
All right. So,
Okay.
now, for all of you that have Tailspire, are you in and can you see the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
And can you see...
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, wait a second.
That's so
Turn
dark.
it back.
Oh, this is. Oh no.
So,
I don't like this.
this right here is you figure that this is the warehouse that is being talked about. However, there is also there you see on the wharf itself, on the docks itself, you see 3 large warehouses on the docks. Okay. You also see some areas with these massive, weird contraptions that seem to be moving and taking heavy loads and being able to raise them up in the air. And a couple of you may have heard of things like this before. There's some kind of gnomish invention that tinkerers have come up with. You also see a very large ship that is currently docked at the docks that apparently traverses the Chisrain River up and back. And then you also see behind you, as you come to the drop down to the docks, is another warehouse. And looking at both of these, and I don't think I have a one for her. No, so let me just grab real quick. Yoink.
So, Rogar, Eurydice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which warehouse?
Can
Oh, I
Eurydice,
thought this was your moving speech.
can Eurydice like make some sort of check to figure out what warehouse, because she got that intel from that one dude.
Yes.
Oh yes, and I will help.
That's,
I will help her.
You will help. Okay. And hold on, let me just put.
I can be insightful. you
Fail
guys.
is right there.
Because I see
Okay.
3 really big warehouses.
Okay. Well, there's actually 4. There's one behind you as well.
Yep.
Okay. Now, so go ahead, Eurydice, and I want you to roll an insight check with advantage because Rogar's helping you to figure out the cryptic information that the drugged out guy that you stabbed gave you.
Okay. My first roll was a 2, and I was about to get a 3 for my second roll, but it just turned to a 17, and I'm so happy. So 19.
Okay. So,
+2.
and I am just doing this so that I can actually see everybody. So
I'm
with
here.
with a 19, you actually wrong way. There we go. With that 19, you actually figure that the dude was saying something about a couple barrels, knock 3 times, and then go through and then down. And you're looking at the scene before you, and I am just trying to get all this right here. There we go.
So, is this where your light is? Is that where we?
Yep, I'm just trying to get all of them lit up. Okay, so there we go. So as you're looking around at these warehouses, you look at the one behind you. it doesn't seem to match the information. But as you're kind of coming down, you do notice that around here there seems to be a lot more presence of people, especially at this hour. You would expect maybe a merchant or someone would have like a few hired guards, you know, keeping track of their warehouse and their stuff, just to make sure that, you know, nobody gets in there and interferes. But this one, there seems to be quite a few guys around.
Okay. God, I don't like being smart because now I have to think.
Don't worry, Rover's coming. He's just oh god, it's lagging so bad. I'm just gonna drop him and see where he lands.
Oh,
So, Diana, before anyone branches off, can she use her motivational speech to get everybody 5 temporary hit points?
Yep, absolutely. And it does more than that, remember.
No, it's only 5, because I'm not using any of my 4th level slots.
No, but what I'm saying is it does more than just give you 5 temporary hit points. It also is going to give you advantage on wisdom saving throws. Okay, so...
Okay.
So, all of you who are within her range, which is 60 feet, okay, so before you split off, she goes ahead and gives a motivational speech, which is... What's your motivational speech there, Diana?
Why do you do this to me?
It's not to die.
can I give her some pointers?
I don't know, can I give her a point of bardic inspiration?
I'm not used to this, guys.
Well, you can be a
Normally,
leader
it's
soon,
just...
I really hope my character
Why
dies
am
just
I
so
the
can
leader?
fucking bard on you.
Because you said you were gonna be a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I can be the leader, but I've only known you guys for like 5
I'll be
minutes.
the leader, but you
Yeah,
ain't gonna
I
make
could
it
also
very
be a
far.
leader.
Enough!
Oh, well, now she learned her voice.
Mhm.
Look, this
These
isn't
are
some
people.
big dramatic thing that we're doing at the moment. We're just going in, we're saving the girl. As for a motivation, you're supposed to become a king, you're supposed to get revenge, you're supposed to find your brother, she needs her sister, and you're supposed to make a deal with the demon. So quite frankly, death should not be part of the deal on the table at the moment. So I would
Wait,
hope the rest of you are smart enough
who-
to not get caught.
You're gonna see raises her hand.
That's your motivation?
Yes!
So I'm supposed to make
You have
a
shit
a pact with the
motivation.
devil?
Yeah, like
No,
like,
no, you two switch yours.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. But
Your revenge, she's devil.
That makes
but
a
I
lot
want.
more sense.
I'm pretty sure I want revenge too. I don't know on who, but I know I want
Look,
revenge.
I don't know. I mean,
Look,
having
look.
a demon on the
Look, we
same
can all apply it to... Yeah, I was like, we can all apply it to ourselves. I want
False
revenge
motivation is better
too.
than no motivation.
Well, either way,
We will work on your motivational speeches.
Yeah, they really need some work.
I'm very confused, but I'm motivated to
Could that
fix
work for
this.
like half? It was 50%
Oh, no.
effective.
We were so confused.
We're all like,
Again, normally my motivation for people is sex, so sue me!
I'm very good. That would not motivate me.
Outside of Nevada, I technically could.
well, anyways, and he's just gonna put his hand on Fayella if she's already been transformed, and then
Yeah, I gotta do that too. Hang on, before that, Diana's gonna take that rope that Rogart gave her earlier, and she's just gonna look at Fael and go like, "I'm really sorry about this, but I have to put a leash on you."
Whatever.
So once she's sure that once transformed, she's not just gonna slip out of it. Cause let's face it, Diana, just to be safe, she would do a harness knot. She would
That's
do a
fine.
harness knot.
That's fine.
So now I have to use polymorph.
Yep, so just mark that off on your spell slot. And then
And
Jacob,
then
you were gonna do mage armor.
I'm gonna do mage armor on both of them.
Okay.
and I will turn into a fox and carry the leash in my mouth, following behind Rogar.
Okay, so Phaela's calculations, unless it is higher, will be, I believe it is 13 plus their dex modifier. And that goes the same for Diana and the fox.
Yep. Okay, so hold on one
No.
second. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
mage,
you're
that's what
mage
mage
armor.
armor.
I thought you were talking about the polymorph. I'm like, what?
I'm talking about the bonus to your AC.
So 13 plus my dex. It's the same of what it's at currently.
Okay. Well then, you didn't even need it.
No. So if you don't want to use it, you don't have to.
It's fine. He already used it.
We got this. We got this,
Assuming
guy.
that in your fox form, you're not wearing your armor.
My armor class still stands because when I transform, my stuff shifts with me.
All right, so
So you're a fox walking around with the armor on?
No,
That's pretty
it's
cool.
so. Well, no. So the way it works is like if she decides to change with all of her gear, it just kind of like
it melds into the form.
poofs.
Okay.
It melds into the
Pocket.
form. Same like polymorph, it melds into the form.
Okay.
And,
So there you
wild
go.
shape.
So you got, yeah, wild shape. So here's Fael, direwolf form, and Diana, fox form.
Alright.
And so I will.
This thing is lagging so bad, you're gonna have to move the stuff for
That's
me.
fine. I'm just pointing it out. So you two are moved up over by Rogar and Eurydice. And Jacob and Zeroth, you guys are sitting over here. What exactly are you doing?
Waiting to cause a distraction.
Jacob will just kind of discuss plans of making giant distractions,
Okay.
which we have a few in mind.
All right. So, Rogar and Eurydice, you guys are kind of leading the charge here.
Oh no, we're all gonna die.
So,
Have faith, not all will die.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you forgot.
We're okay.
Y'all know everybody has an advantage roll, yes?
mhm. Pretty much everybody. Not quite everybody. Pretty damn close. Besides Rogar, everyone has advantage, including myself.
That's cool. Hey, Rogar.
I don't think there's any more.
Yeah, they're all out of stock. They were out of stock in the first 5 minutes of the stream.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oof. I'll be okay, you guys.
I believe it, Rogar.
Backup character amazing.
I believe it.
Nah, I have faith. This will not be a TPK.
Yet.
I hate to sound like a dumbass, but
Yeah.
Total party
What is
wipeout. Or total party kill.
oh, okay.
TPK. TPK.
So, what do Rogar, you and Eurydice, what do you guys do? Are you just moving on up towards them?
I mean, that's the safest obstacle.
Okay. So, can you move your people, or is it too laggy for you at this point in time?
Let me let me click it and then press shift.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, one.
Sniff around to see if there's any specific like scents she recognizes to try and help find the entrance, since apparently there's a lot of barrels.
Yeah, there are a lot of barrels. You can sniff around, but I'll tell you, there is so many strong smells here that it is hard to separate the strong smells of the river and water like fish and things like that on the docks and all those things, and some things like strong smells of spice from maybe barrels filled with strong spices and things. So it's really hard to pick up subtle scent. Yeah, it's hard to pick up subtle scents. All right, Rogar, was that you about to say something, or?
Rogar lost. Rogar lost. Rogar, I think I can find my character again if I struggle.
You're right here.
Oh! Wow! I'm definitely here now.
Let me know where do you want to end up, because I can move you really quick and easy.
Eurydice is gonna inspect like a bunch of the barrels. Just start inspecting barrels.
Okay.
Oh, wait a sec.
And so you're gonna wait while you're. So go ahead and roll. Are you trying? Okay. Are you trying to investigate them or just quick glances?
Investigate. She's looking for like something that might be a clue to the door to the bath, because she know there was like dude said like there was a thing underneath 2 barrels and knocked 3 times and such.
Mm-hmm.
Can Diana help by looking for like any clear signs of like doors and whatnot?
Hold on a sec. Alright, that might help.
Okay. Now she's gonna go around the back because she realizes, oh hey, the druggie said go around the back.
Alright. So, as you are moving this way, I need you to come back to right there and stop right about there. Are you walking openly, or?
Yeah, she's just kind of walking.
Okay. So, are you going with her, Rogar? You're muted.
Oh, yeah, I gotta keep her alive.
Okay.
You are my shield.
Yeah. The king shall not let the queen die here.
Good. The queen needs her pawn.
Find out.
Alright, so here you go. So you are moving that way, same with, I assume, the animal entourage. So as you're moving this way, this guy right here goes, "Hey, where do you think you guys are going?"
We're looking for the path.
Yes, path.
Just point blank.
No need to lie.
Honesty is the best policy.
And the guy looks at you and he goes, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
And you definitely recognize this, and Diana, you do know now too, since you've been taught. He just did thieves' cant to you and go, and basically, in not so many words, said, "If you're one of us, you should understand this. If you don't understand this, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face."
And Eurydice is gonna reply back in thieves' cant, just like, you shoot me in the face, I get to shoot you in where the sun don't shine.
He smiles, and then he just again motions real quick, and says, "Head down that way," and he motions this way, and around, and you'll find the front entrance.
And she's gonna say thanks in Theoscant.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like, hey guys, this way. And whoop boop 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 boop.
All right.
I shall follow.
All right. And
Oh,
there you go.
And there he goes.
I assume the animal entourage is continuing to keep pace.
Yeah,
Alright,
Diana will
now-
just be following the premise of staying close to the heels of the person who commands her.
Okay, so Eurydice, I need you to stop.
Angel and Nightmare 3.
To stop right about here as you get here. Oop, darn it.
Okay.
Stupid thing moved on me. And there we go. So, right here, you see 2 barrels,
Ooh.
which strikes your memory as, hey, that guy told me 2 barrels.
She's gonna go up to him and she's gonna knock 3 times on one of them.
Okay. Oh, dang, thing's not working right. Hold on, that should be dead.
You're opening up the port cutlass.
Yeah, I know. This stupid... Why is that darn door looking funny? Alright, never mind. Okay, so you did what again? Sorry.
I knocked 3 times on the door. On one of the barrels.
You knocked 3 times. Okay, as you do that,
Ooh.
Are they standing near her, by the way?
two doors open in the back of this wagon. And as you look in there, you can see there is no cargo in the back of that wagon, except for what looks like a false wall of cargo towards the front where people could see inside. Nope. No open the door yet.
I want to open the door.
I keep denying you on purpose.
That door.
Diana keeps trying to open the door. Nope. So once
I
you,
found the door fair and square.
once you get in there, then you notice that one of the wall of the cart that is up against the building
Oh dear.
looks like a door.
And I try and open it.
I keep seeing Diana in fox form tries to open a door.
Anything.
Huh?
I'm literally not doing anything.
Okay.
There we go.
Wrong door.
Open. It opens the door.
And
Hey guys!
you see
I found
when
the
you
thing.
when that
Oh my god, where did I go?
when that door opens, there is a passageway inside through this cart inside the building itself.
Oh my gosh. So cool.
Drop.
And
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What did you do?
I'm sorry, Pulsefire. It freaks out, man.
do you choose to walk in through there?
Yes. Eurydice. Well, first Eurydice is gonna look back and call, hey guys, they're here. And then she'll go forward.
Okay, and I'm gonna move the rest of you into there, so it's not.
I just found Rogar.
Power of teleport.
It's like, I'm playing hide and go seek with Rogar. I'm like, where are you now, there, buddy?
Okay,
I
there we
see
go.
now.
So now all of you are in there. Okay, and Jacob, do you have? I assume you have Rim with you. Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, and
Sorry about that.
what is he doing? Is he just sitting on your shoulder, or are you getting a bird's eye view, so to speak, or what?
Yeah, he would be heading up a little bit, just kind of in this general area around him and Zeroth to see what people are around.
Okay. As he's doing that, you catch a glimpse through his eyes of the advance party seeming to go inside. dang, why won't it close that window? Seem to go inside through a cart. And it's quite strange, actually, how they managed to go in through this cart into the building, but you saw them kind of go into the cart and just disappear.
Alrighty.
We're magical.
Jacob was just gonna just quietly to Zeroth. All right, they've made their way in. I'm going to.
You sound like a sports commentator.
I'm going to go on ahead and make sure the message has gone through to one of them.
All right. So, as you see your fellow party members disappear through a cart into the building and finalize some plans with your compatriot for your part of the plan, you see there are quite a few members of the path going around the building, and you get this ominous feeling seems to sit upon your shoulders like, it might be a little bit more than I bargained for. I hope our plan will succeed. And that is where we are going to end tonight. So, that will be all for tonight's game. We will see you hopefully again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, all that kind of stuff. So, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next session of the Blackest Heart campaign. We hope you guys will join us there. Once again, congratulations to our giveaway winners. I will be contacting you. It'll probably be tomorrow morning, sometime, or morning for me, with details on exactly what you need to do to claim your prizes. And tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Klein NF and I will be doing our collaborative build stream. Probably going to be pretty close to the end of those for this set, so don't miss out on watching that. And I think that's about it. Bye, everybody.
Bye.